from beach to Cape Coast to Angaga Junction. Check the money that person is going to get. Government must stop giving this money to these people to make it look like say Aboagye Omoka. Put that money into Gambro. Build them structures.
Art fund you cry by
sir. Emphasize Kanu build art fund. Emphasize Kanu emphasize Gambro. Machines be here. Build it. Employ qualified people. People with expertise to bring the dreams of musicians to life. Royalty collection is the ish. Kwesi, I know Nadiwe ina beko pension. So Christopher telling me movies are wire for all the years. A time must come, Socket must benefit from his movies. Hot folk movies are wire ina, Socket must benefit from them. That is the thing, it is the future.
Okay.
And until Sasikana ban to and Kwesi, I insist we should stop paying musicians those money.
Okay.
Put it into Gambro, build it. Employ qualified people to work and then change the system.
Okay. May that say so great. Me man we were hanum say my. So and then na my phone on my bano. Dia na obetimi. Kwan ben su na minim wo bia. Ufi se so mo ye. Dia na o de be me as a futu. You've lived through generations. Enti dia na de be me as a futu is okay. Well, you're saying nyame aka ho a onni hia
reinvestment reinvestment say ebia shows a wo bonne ene sika kakra wo nya ni nyina na so unya say okay this other business, me person me be a shop, I met on phones home. Me person me be a pub, me person me be a BB. That is the first thing I say, oh yeah. But before then, no there, at least when your baby a do tibetua. First and foremost, baby or do tibetua.
I didn't hear.
Because yeah, and no nebe ye problem na my unipa se unne aduane no we baby or do tito. Busomen so Emia maybe bisa or sell rent here. Kwesi, I'm telling you, say, ubetimi planning ahead. And no yet the biggest problem artists bia. That is why I told you, say, me nkwara no. Yatina say, idea the mom say, look, sika yenya every 2 because every 2 weeks you release a film. Sika yenya every 2 weeks na mo yen mokoji. I didn't say ye mfanye bibi. Say sika no ni ye kakra kakra mamo no munya baby mfa between two. Intimi de obisa me a ahochire be ba wa sitine mu ni baby but wo baby o do tito kwa dia. First and foremost shelter. Then you think of reinvestment of your friends saying because Kwesi sika we e ochina menya o eno na ya dada yen no because every day uhun says can be ba every day uhun says can be ba inti ochina menya na sa e ho na trick ne wona and all can see the whole world over sa problem we wo ho enye artist pe o ye for obia or ye tradesman bia was our problem no carpenters omo that problem no fitafo obi footballers omo obi every tradesman was the same challenge ochina menya na ne Kwesi can say you say aban eye bibi Kwesi me patch for your information no 17th May 2005 and aban year ne so ye man ye nyina wo industry mo 17th May 2005 ne was aban ye bia no ye because we fought for it.
Dang.
The copyright law, which includes the collection societies, independent collection societies. And you can't say, when we get it, in that law, you say, logging and payment of the royalties for the artists. Aban ni obeti mi aya no wa ye wie ni aka ni nyina ye ni aban ye din kita hu nyina ye kire no ni enim ni ese ye se pass law na ye num kwa e fa so e
boy sure sanity because the last two manifesto of MPP nyama wo mu even sa login system aban na MPP cra promise yes about this same
promise say e beboa amenya login system what am I say but in that law no so no the collecting societies no and sani e be ma license utimi kire niam obeye ya chresi login system no one side of it be ameka. There is no law say you must have that machinery, the abelful machinery say odebeye. And we can do it manually for starters. It will work. And you know that logging system ni niamana ebetimi ama your friend is saying royalties collected for use of your friend is saying works no. And no ya shebre ya di amayen ya fighting for it ya di amayen. Enti ye nye ya na no nye aban problem. Yen ya problem. That is where we must look at. Nti Kwesi we die yan kama ne nwa ye kan nyina ne ye problems ni nyina me can say structure no logging system no emra no 17th May 2005 ne pass ye e de ye hyebra hyensa powers ni nyina legal powers ni nyina ye de amayen emra ne kire se si yan ye koso bi mu na ye pese ye de ne court a yan ye de ne be ko ni afine no ni age. We shouldn't go and blame any government. This is not MPP and DC. It is we, the creatives. Then the first one will be maybe I may say every artist first and foremost. The moment you start, you focus on getting your own shelter. After shelter, then you think of reinvestment. And Kwesi.
Okay, all right. Medasi. Na interestingly, and koma this way babe dia twaso akoye nim no. Mami wo prese wo babe da anyom tofo enyina nim omukuba time music so meneno mebusa no magic akrefi no honum say san komo ya ye di sen en wo hunu sen ati mano so before me kono so no ma memfa we mfa entwem Erababi your friend Ernestina Obeng house number GA534 Amumle Canada and I see wo one ni kun Samuel Obeng womoni omoba Rose Danso one more day one more we di beye mfie beye eduonu 9 24 years old daughter I friend Olivia Obeng na I said one shedam in fancy na dream kan kakra bibisa na Osmano so onko top provisions wo pokuase na Pity Bear Nrai, woman Olivia Obeng, enti yesre obibia bia weni ashi Olivia Obeng, wohu bia rababia wedi be mfie be duonu ennan, baby a wohu bia no betimi ma police station bia be bia no wo maswati ana obetimi afre numbers we 0244 25 9243 0244259243 and 0243 781746 0243 781746 na before my Deborah Abimno and komo ya yedi ni kofar ba nyina ne eye ensemu a owrai oboy siki wode tudwa
saade no ba na nampadu ne bo nyum kese pa sika pa na nampadu nyaaye no Wafanya japade. Debi.
Na nampadu sika wonya wo say enim nyina wafanya japade. How?
Ne dai ba ko pe. Minim say onsi bi onka ho.
Ba do nya sika.
Onya music mu sika. Sabre no. If 60 babe 70 so no oyam a akwada.
Yeah.
Yam Westman.
Yeah.
Akwada. Nti wonu na akire no wonso training nipa Ghana ye kan wo mo a training nipa kese a. Eye na nampadu. Awunya sika ankasa. Ne ba no so gina mu. But more than 15 years. Next still onu ye number 1.
Ojanna so
de bia because de bia ni nyum beto fom bia I hate. Bibia be page bia I hate. Credo num buy e ba wo won mfi still wa ma chance. Credo num buy be struggle pa di man e man ho kire so still credo ba 75. Ambo for 72. adofo yɛ 68 na nampadu yɛ 63 to start here no ogyina ne nanso saa pia mpanyimfoɔ no nyinaa gu ɔkaka kunum nyinaa bi ɔna kaka kunum ɔmo nwom no na ɔmo ntimi mmɔ bebrebe PK amo anana otimi bo bebrebe ɔno deɛ ne nkrɔfoɔ fa ne nsɛm agya kunum nyinaa ne nam ne hɔ ne ade nti ɔmo deɛ na ɔmo timi ɛyɛ bet nampadu ne nya anwom musika sɛ training nkrɔfoɔ ɛso dai ba akopɛ la pass side ho
ofisa na nko betima ya abrosa
ko betima yi bebre bet na saa ne ma na nyɛ dɛ ini na ni so ɛso enka kuro no ofiri mu no ɔmo yɛ kura ɔmo epeska wo mu nya bi ɔmo saa diska so ɛyɛ japadeɛ ɛso no nko ano wanyɛ saa deɛ no anko betima yɛ bebre even at all abrochire baaye no okoya godi ni group no koi esuso ifie ba ko osi ye no up to now sa fie no ani ni fie osi ya mi hu se onfa bi enka ho akosi Japan ofiri na nampadu ho
yeah
but wo bi ho awonim saa we say nwum no a odi card baaye no free money debia chese saa nwum be ni ade no saa nwum ni nyina was composed by Nana Ampadu nye wono akoso Japan ne compose ye Nana Ampadu na ne compose ye ena ono ani group enso ne back nwum e boy e ma akoso atoye so inti saa ne ma nyina na sika nkakra ni nyina na bi yede bi saa ba ne sai
elisani pa no otum meka se bi ya yenhwe ne ye
inti so obi koka se Nana Ampadu ya nhwe ne ya onso ko school kakra nti otatimi di ne hu wura music anu mu ewura ba bi esika wo bia ne ade inti se onu nipa bi se na so antimi anya onu na amone brei obi ti se Kwadwa Akwaboa ne papa master Akwaboa Kwabena Akwaboa not bantuma aya Unity House there wa no
yeah
Unity
I feel it
aye if you know we say no e wo ni che say e opposite side say enya main road
maybe o moton second hand
car no fa ni mu no
second hand ne maybe o
ya bi dia car no fa ni mu no
above catch ABC ho no
car no fa ni mu say
yeah
e ho na no
I say why junction we run
aye ho no obe hide die no hide die a wote enya sika bebre wotena fie no a not chamber home otena ho saa echere ena nadamfo bi si da wa do manye ena okọ gi nadamfo no da no otena mu e wa do manye nkwanta wo otena da no saa sika efa mi wo fa ni sem no nye easy still na papa impeso obede obesi dai jise oba ne to su si
tundra
en ope
o se de oba e dai o se biu se o se biu
mi bia mi sem kire se ye tikam ni ye kɔ akɔbɔ banda ye hunu oba bi osuma na aka se ofa na ekɔ no
ojo ofa pe na bia
so what na den mu saa wa no manyi ho saa no kɔgya sase e wo mu zungu o jasa sene to saa won sida en na damfo no ko se kom e share da yese papa memene sida no no de letter command se untu ni fie papa si o man mre kakra watata noa sana Akwaboa master otu wo koye dai no o de be 10 years
wow any sida no
ni sida no o ko hwe da no a awre ho sika bibiri be fa ni sem nyina ontimi afanye hwe sani pawe na se kasi ya hwe omu ya enye obi na hwe omu yi na kura ne Kwabena Kwadu ba ya osisuo no enyu bubo mo ma no fat no ko sida ye jar
ne papa no a wachire na adwuma no.
Look at that.
75 na kwabra kwadu bai. Free kwabra kwadu free we 73 asesei. Na oni ejaba afri yi enyina na ne wo akwaboa ho. Se ejaba o ya actor. Na ho no wo. Kwabra kwadu beti ne band no timi be si dai won pankro no. Na na masati anamani.
Obesi Jana Master.
Obesi Jana Master.
Maybe onu benya ska Jana Master.
Obenya ska se wo no sunya ska be sa time no ne ska no omunya. De omudi ye no enye edai sem na ede. Ehia wo.
Eni je nkwa.
Oda obetima haidai ene man for no kra ba bi etien kra wa hai. Eni yugum. Oji otimi gifu house na mugum.
That's a mismanagement.
Mismanagement nkwa na no omudi ska de. Kofi Same ho na me kana sem abrichi ba Kofi Same ebra Nigeria ba so no a na manfo economy musicians to mu ma omo no Kofi Same kontem enti band wo Ghana nyina wo beko Nigeria yise hu Same no a pe producer
Nigeria ma
ne abefa wo no a pe producer ne abefa
so be correspondent wa
antu ko ya na ko record ko kromo ma na ko record Prince Nicola Oboni din ni hotel bi wo Onitsha the friend Nicola
You are right.
Ena opambo nom Africa na ha kotena ya opambo ye fa omu ema no muti Nicola bo hotel ho no bo ni nyum ama Ghana ne hwanhwan nyina fast edikiska so esu akohwesem ti sa ankofo weri nyina mba Ghana no omantima mesi dai Nesika wa Nigeria ho ankasa Nigeria ho nara no ukwa ewom Kofi Same America na se mesi antraki basi odi 3 ene ba Ghana na odi born band instruments gu baakum na musicians ni ti baakum na baaku si wodum du tam no wo kwa na one ne namfofo no
afro baako
atena baaku do mko
the whole bash
ai ojinania ture sense da baaku pe no di si kufodu abonten when you na anu ya waton dai no wo be wunti wo so be waton di ewu abrichi ba Kofi Same yes
waton
bo yes waton promoter ba ewu na me call Kofi ya onom Kofi ba na awre ho bet bi busa se na ni fie no ati sense no so ifie ndie na nsia waton ni maye ya wampre waton entinye se bia enipa no na yenhwe wo mu yeni adade wo bobra untimi fu ani koto abai no so se chinchina abai no mere emehwe wa bra usika wo nsa so mu no ebetime sidai.
Tune it in, turn it up,
Peace FM,
and rip off the knob.
Okay, so aspirant Musica president, or PDB. Studio no hanum say, we dey menyika kremfi no hanum saying. Deborah Freeman. Deborah. So what you come on sem no Aboagye kiase won dey atoe me mpanyfo acheche o madwea kakra bi na yemra na emedi president ya opedi ni apeso yema anwumto eto say
yo bra Kwesi mdase bebre we de mafasa agonye isu na mechia wetiefo na mechia panel so omo hai ensama yetie ye utumi hu se emu owiram efri se time bia me kan say musicians ye nkrofobia say ye ba na cha say e wo say enyumnyam wa ye ho na say enyumnyam no eni say etwitwa sisi e wo say etoa so inti from day one na ye beka say asimesi ya musician no esese ho no na enyumnyam no esese start free ba kosi say onyankopon betonsa afreyen minim de nti ameka sa nanso say yahwemu a de yehu ni say edwumnyam no ene yedie no ntumi ntoa so saa na ehɔ na mene panel yi baye adwene say de omo kan ye nyina ewom efiri say number 1 you can say mismanagement, and it is true. If we say sasika ba wunsem na say when to me am managing year, no matter sika ne kase said de tie na e was said de tie be hu say when to me am fasika na anye bibi a emu oduru me mpasa maka say bibi papa bia de ne eto asubio ye bisa en hu say systems and structures na ya ka say nni ho no ana ya no kra na so bisa me Deborah Freeman meka say at least there were some systems in place, but the young musicians need to take advantage of those systems and structures. Number one, Argentina government or introduce the Government Act 766 2008. Now or include a 3-tier pension scheme. Government did so in order to cater for own account workers and also the self-employed and our entrepreneurs, including musicians, actors, and all creative arts industry players. If we say, yeah, white collar job, sabi, yeah, juma ni etia ya honka. When say industry, no ya wonkrofobia, one ya juma wo media houses be and I say production houses be you tell mukadie. But the majority of us are own account workers. Until I say to me take advantage of this system, and I'm talking about the Pension Act 766. Now yet to me contributed to a pension scheme every say.
Unyanumanim dear.
But I'll say.
Unyanumanim to for Romunim.
Yes, me baho. And you know, sa system here were in place in most of us, no, ye ni sa nim dear no say bibi sa wo ho. And I also can point na Deborah Freeman me ba on body. So that you to me a chere. Ya yan chere ama ya adwuntofo ehu say san woman wo say to me take advantage na nya so ya manu nsi hwa ye betu anamo no ya ma omo akwanya mo matumi contribute towards retirement because ehu hia papa 3-tier pension scheme ya de bia some musicians na ya hu hyemu a sa old age poverty no it will be a thing of the past because 3-tier pension scheme no were 2 components. The first one has to do with savings. The second component is pension or retirement benefits. Into to me save up to some point. Now, one of the organizations that I lead, establish a 3-tier pension scheme. Ebwa nkrofo bebre, especially man on mo dwam ne just say informal workers bebre ebwa won. Na we na me dey ba on board ababoa musicians so okay. To me save up to 6 months wo akwanya so wutumi bo bosia wom ye musicians bebre wo mu hia bosia kakra gra dey produce wo monwom ana me boa e betumi aboa won but studio one na nim say bibi say krampo wo ho enti ye dey ba on board aba e dey ababoa musicians. Okay,
all right. So Deborah Freeman e wo studio no han say ne ba be di ayen komo eniama ne bia wo fee say anyomtofo no man kwan say wombedi omuku Musicians Union of Ghana niamani bia esine nusu opeso ye ne no eba be din komo but yen kan ye comment ni bi na yemra na ye ne Freeman Deborah Freeman san entoa enkomo so mana kwaba. Anthony Owusu says only people who don't like the truth will lambast this boy siki man. Akasa Noma says most of us like to spend more than what we earn, yet we are in desperate mood seeking help after we go broke. Charles Holbrook says the answer lies in investment, savings, and social security. Panelists and hosts, you need to help educate the up and coming youth in the industry. Nana Kwesi says the creative art people, most of them play with their lives. Safwa says I agree with Christianist. The system does not work for them. They were not enlightened enough, like saving and investing, and for women. They help them chop their money pa. Boy Sikino no Coleman Sampila too. And no dear no Edebai. Thomas Nyako says management in Kwa, mismanagement in Kwa. Kennedy Kendall Coffee says I will plead with Boy Siki not to reveal too much secrets like that next time. Because he's dealing with legends. Okay. Deborah, Akwababium.
Yeah.
So, what's some music a paying Field draw as a general secretary and secretary?
Okay, I'm a regional secretary for 2 terms.
For 2 terms.
And I'm a staff for head office.
Okay.
as I be a personal assistant to past presidents, as I be a general secretary for 2 terms. But currently, I'm still the general secretary.
So, in terms of maybe the top positions, you know, what were for some time,
But why?
Obikacho said, "Wait, okay, this one is old wine in a new bottle." Obediatum.
Well, the attorney said, for all these years, I have been in the system, no. Me ankasa no, and I'm training be ne. Me ankasa me personal principles be me warning tea. No me be wa. Na me shame. Their area no. I made sure say, and one else say ko. The anya no so me sorry Gina den me sorry oppose. Enti so be say mo a ebi mo adwen we omo say me obi a ebi a masa me den. And nya masa na den.
Okay.
A principle na me ye. Enti no in a nutshell, for all these years I'm war music am me hu no ma bebre. The anya no me hu, the anya no so me hu. Enti me ba ya president me de anya no ba to nkan. Na ma ya dia aya no amadwuntofo edie na ekuo no so afa no ntuma pa efra.
Okay, so you hold a bachelor's degree administration, sanity.
Yes, please.
Yeah, ne be fees anyum to for the munsia dio and for the we no mo die. And wait me akwa akodu some pempenso no. Why are there between kwa. Now, so obi a onim Deborah Freeman. Minim say anyum to for no be a music for no members ni be ni mo. But metie fo e bia omutie die nkakra na betimi aka fa eye wo ho no me hu ni pa ye.
Me da se bra Kwesi Deborah Freeman me free central region be fantinyi na ye wa Accra nti na ye kan twi kakra enyo amobi a wetum watase me fantinyi me entrepreneur me obi a me pedwuma pa wona wonyum wem da me workaholic me songwriter me composer na me sanso ye performer na ma warso na mo frama nso ibasa na se wa masesa kasa no. Okay, Mr. Ankwatwi. Na me start me nyom to e central region e Cape Coast. It's my first album me launching in the year 2002. So that time na me wo music e mu dada. Me wo 4 albums already. Na me ba music industry mu na administration no ye me the pa crap watching performances. Yes. And I nyom tro no so e me talent papa right from childhood you know. Nyom tro de nti me focus more on writing songs. You know, and then doing music administration near there. Enti womu ni me no baya say bia womu shadam ben sa no but womu ben de womu ni me. Na over the years no my year yenwuma bebre through the musicians union my standing on big platforms like International Labour Organization, Ministry of Employment and Labour Relations, National Pensions Regulatory Authority, Ministry of Finance, Federation of International Musicians, British Musicians Union, any bebre akeka ho. Ehwo nyina na music so metumi akohoma me ne amanfo afra ye adwuma ema santi ma gather experiences bebre especially my engagement with the Trades Union Congress TUC. TUC hono de me call hono menya ntete pa kyerɛ sɛ mamba mansan amba music amu ana sɛ mankɔso antena music amu na manfa amwa na kyerɛ sɛ sabe ma yeboni aye efiri sɛ na music aso na me yɛdan me de call ho enti no obi a otie mi sese no dia ɛwɔ sɛ otumi hu fa Deborah Freeman ho ane sɛ me obi a mabra me ho ase asom wɔ industry no mu mabra me ho ase na mesua de nso afa industry no ho ase abrei na Onyankopɔn abie kwan sɛ obe use me na ɔde han kɛseɛ ato industry no so ama adwuntofo ya idan yedie na industry na afa no tuma pefra na music a ayo kraba hwɛ wɔ wiase na afa ne nyina.
I see. So sɛnea wo si kan deɛ wasom music pa ma wo da so aguso asom music a obi be bisa sɛ so to serve music as obesum music no is it a position of president per and a bit more assume music then president.
Thank you very much. Over the years like I said earlier myself in different capacities but according to musical constitution no president no the chief executive officer or no the final authority into we a general secretary vice president second vice president why sir president in the obaka no and na ye adwuma. And you know, even though I'm the general secretary, but bentumi ayɛ bebree te sɛ nea president betumi ayɛ no ɛnam saa limitations no enti na saa brain pasa miamba ya president na afɛ deɛ menya saa kwanya no na metumi ayɛ no ama over the years mehunu wɔ music mu a mehu sɛ wenyɛ na kyɛ sɛ me de deɛ anyɛ na ato nkyɛn na deɛ ayɛ no me de mi asum nim deɛ a menya no bi aka ho na yɛtumi ayɛ ma music no ayɛyie ɛno nti na mpɛ sɛ mbɛyɛ president.
So mami musa over the years our music now person your presidency here dia na bia wo ha hu an fi say no sa de odi amwa ade we nye enti enu nti crunch na mpese me be president tu na metimi yi sa anya ma no nyina fie oni enche dia na hu a enye o music
me da say Kwesi dia tia ni say over the years na me hu ni say nya constitution no a mpanifo tena ase vision a ani mission a wo mu nya anya ase enti wo de kyekire music no ya de ato nkyɛn na yɛbɔnya tirimu na yɛbukuo no nti no ma nkɔ yie ma yɛn no ma nkɔ yie ma adwontofo so wo kan musical constitution a wo kan the mission and vision a wotme wo sampanifo a wo mo kyekire kuo no na wo wɔ enisuade hu kɛseɛ paa ase yɛtumi di so a adwontofo bɛdi yie ekuo no so bɛkɔ nanim enti saa die wei I want to dwell on the constitution yɛmfa nyɛ adwuma sɛ noma bi a wɔ sɛ yɛyɛ ansa sɛ yɛba rane noma with the constitution no na yɛyɛ noma foforo enti saa de no na ekama kuma say share brilliant ideas and yempanifo na omo if you read the mission and vision and the objectives of music out me say see to me this way can musicians can nie enti saa no me na mpasa me ba so if you read my manifesto just say my manifesto hinges on the constitution of the union to make sure say no ma ya to atwene ayentumi ye yinara yetumi aye amakuo na konkan na yetumi level out the rationale behind the formation or the establishment of the union.
So even though what Chim said president is the final authority on chief executive officer ma eye ekuo but me musao you are part of leadership na o campaign for no even though you are the final authority enti why enode the constitution to change why no yes idea no because is it not the leadership more na painful did to me na amamo nyamuna mo yes idea no or is it maybe was one person why no yes idea
okay they met me akade say administration there ye nyina na ebuom na ye but the tiani said there is a final authority which I've already mentioned na your national executive committees I wish constitution no mu a no president no and a lead to run the day-to-day administration of the union. And if your policies are the initiative of the National Executive Committee led by the President and sign a National Executive Council. Now, unfortunately, because the National Executive Council members no far our regions so hono. And any time I ever from Mumbeshi no already a cookie bibia ya de bachelor said this is it into no yanjintum. Yandes Castle who kakrana yanjintum. In a nutshell, no, it is the president, any national executive committee, which is the leadership, national leadership, the elected officers. Nyane ya running the day-to-day administration. Into se bibi anko ya nyana sombo no eden edan so kase but a president no na all lead the way. Into bibi kwachu say ya de sombo ni na abo the president.
So anyum to for mu tia opese bia omo to ma na obedi omeni obede ku na no. Sadie we ade a ka kire omo say wo administration mo to ma na yes I step the constitution fan ko to baby na niama e bia wo mu a betimi aboa ye union no na no mo ya ato baby ade a ubetimi asebo sabri
bra Kwesi me shabo kase pa because the makuma so den ya de am the constitution ni bato in China baby yankopon kra say friends yanko na asem no yen hwemu finchim ma yanchi anko nkyɛn baby saa na me so be ba no constitution no me nchi anko nkyɛn baby no na mbedi super perfect say over the years me na amafo akontokwa me fellow executives me ne bi won akontokwa because of constitution ayen this 20 nti me am ba me make sure say me di so pa ama na kire say kuna ma akono anye gyan
ekoi from baby amemete no ba kwa me hu omu pa ye enkabom say entokwa Matthew Macron and that way say in fact before mo ba in painful ba be jatum crisis ya mo say finally mo betuma ba say next year me boa eno kra no baby afefa ya sana enti ase be ye adwuma no dia na obetimi aka se o be ye president sa ye nchichimu ne bia menteme ho ase na wo kuom no dia na be ye na wode obia timi aba ekuo no mu na table mu nyina motimi atenase enkabo betimi aye adwuma dia pa na wode egu akwem se bia betimi aye
me da se pa bra Kwesi we dey wa hit no ye. So we share my manifesto. It hinges on 5 key thematic areas. Number 1, unity. So you see how important unity is to me. And to me by a president, the edikan may be first stakeholders meeting. Now all the industry players ye be share, na ya dwendwen. Sande ba ya betumi akwa yadim. Na hono na no be free aiden aba. One of the key agendas I may want to say, obi biara ncha kane no obi belong to music asema na se bibinti we free mono. Me by a president, me by from muina mo. I am coming to unite all the industry players. Na yen na ya de nyanyansa ne adwon Yankopon de amayen no. Ya de abebo maye. You obi to say brother Enin otimanim hey. Oh, he has been, a key player in music before. Me by a president, yeah. Kwesi. Me chuma ba zenzen ya be adwuma. Ya bo we ko yes, Kwesi. Me say me by a president he wo ba. There are fantastic guys. Men and women within the industry bibi nti omo free music me say me by a president ya mpacho mu tie me a. Mo yina me ba mo me twe mo aba. Me ba uniting yan yina na ya boma ya adwuma. Very very important to me because this unit no na causing in industry no am yentumi nkonkan say ne policy the policy people say oh yes ade we bon say the other faction no say that be hey mo yan sabotage na ade na nkosi aga na say yen nyina ye ba ko a oh ye ba kan ye tie pu ahoma policies papa bi a ye de baba no etumi aye adwuma enti no bra Kwesi ubi sa me a sa na me be ye no
now can about botaye esiwe used to so usi wa chimbe ye enum okan unity welfare ni ne kaka but back wa me hu I think says accountability and transparency na mfi se saade we hu hia pa na amam for dodo na in fact fiti by a large time sidi kubware day in day abeti anyom to for mo complain say ekuo no se ne amusi running no eniama aye kukwem ye de niama koye secret ni ne kaka wo mu hu niama so so Udia ya wo kan say accountability wo bebu nkunta eniam be pefe no san pa na be no practically fegu akwam ne ehwe
me da se bra Kwesi dey tell say the say speculations no dosu we see wo disco okay and I me buy president me be set up finance audit committee wo do omo hwehwe yensika semu ne mpa ya me bone so omo hwehwe mu a ma ye hu so obi a sabi we diska na emom the rationale behind Sadia and Baye ni say no be adwin why in pefe when Sadia said you be a hu de ekoso into sa committee next ten I will bring on board and crofwa just a conflict of interest if you are in PM go be very 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 neutral personalities or people or more baba tenase no mo ahwehwe yesika semu previous now going forward no so mo an on because why yes adwuma no na there to us be onu say me set up finance committee Finance committee no hwe constitution mo adwuma ne say wo no run the financial administration of the union into the me ti hey me ya dia me de me hu ba hye sika sem the committee will be in charge of the finances so that's na me omo ahia na omo decide bibia no na ma ye dey me mama omo the north to run na di bibia the hope fe because music as sika sem de eni say edi hu awro eye adwuntofo sika eye dom dodo sika nti so ba ya president na wan hwe hu yie na wan hwe no ma yia na che say nyoma bi ya akoyi nti kwano bra Kwesi adam akoma so pa so wo hwe me manifesto no mu a me make sure say ya set up committees a won be dis adwuma yi na che say bibia etumi ada hope fe mo bia hu bi na ekuo no so etumi akonanim
okay me be ma me mpanyifo yen so mo ha o ma bem na bia ba ku mienu bia mo mpese mbusa na contribution bia mpese mo ye no ba me mbusa we de bia man for cancer dey say anyum to folk music and then I'm a former bay. Mranti and Baba my bay. Chise bi oni pa kono kwa embassy bi. Ne akase oh usu ya nyontini. And you hear krata from your union abi no aba. In fact, to them, it's not attractive to them. Dear now Becca Sabre say in Faso was until so mutimi dom a music guy. Kakra na mimusa say dear Tina Ufi say ama basano say the young ones omo said I say music no sebi en kokrafo mpanyifo na ebi omo eno ewoku no
me that's very me by president idi ni amedi kan no me that's why jina so say the mission and vision of the union de be adwuma bra Kwesi ma me fa akonye so na me kan me ankasa me vision kakra why na me fa ntoa so my vision is to lead the union to bring all practitioners in the various forms of music together to ensure the gains of unionism while leading the union to secure control over the music industry and the labor market. And of course, my mission is to lead the union to promote and preserve Ghanaian culture through education and equipping the Ghanaian musician to be self-reliant, creative, and industrious. It is a mebaya president. We are musician, we are or say member, even though there is freedom of association. But one would recover because no one made to create an enabling environment for every musician to thrive. Into I was so BI and I been says say Deborah Freeman ever president. You saw a music. No so nedia or one on from Brown board, my comedy me one because I have strong team. Me won crofobia around me a won nim die won industry no mu na sa nim die na ebe boa mo bi obaba member of music no wetumi enya mfaso na I came for every genre of music me nyi bi mfiri mu every genre of music from high life to reggae to traditional to choral music, every genre of music. And also I am coming for every musician, both young and old. It will be a thing of the past. Is a music idea. Sabi nkwakrafo kwa debi. Nkwakrafo you have good policies for them, as well. And so you have good policies for the up and coming musicians. And also we have good policies for women, female artists within the industry. Into music idea. Deborah Freeman ibaya president ya ebeye hwehwehwam.
Ono edo. Hey. Uku. Yeah, asemo. Na ayi yawo unions ahodo my hanum say. Me fan say to say okay, various unions I'm sure say unimbi. Aban ni ye bibia mostly na they factor them into it. But anyom to for kubata e di muti se music a anyom to for nso de nka ese nka muso kam ho aban no timi popo no ho antisa nyesa na me hunu mukoi I say mo was sense mo ntimi nka
Bra Kwesi de tiare say some of the normal okay yet high huni na bi na ni na so ka ho bi na Deborah Freeman person be president me be sharpen your teeth no am you to me by tea. You see in life if you position yourself well you should be able to position yourself such that you cannot be done without. If you cannot be done without, baby I wish bia no your baba hwehwe wo na ye de waka ho. So that is my vision for the union. Say you be position music in such a way say aban ye bibia ya shahin fa kroba ba hwehwe say music we can't do without you, so come. Into know that will be a thing of the past. Say important stakeholders are to say musicians, a whole musicians union of Ghana, say government baby without us, it will be a thing of the past because bibia ni who we are music in him. Music is our lives, isn't it? Into know that is why I am coming. That is why Deborah Freeman is coming as the president of the union. So that we will be able to position the union well so that we can never be done without. And your government, industry, more every aspect of our lives in this country, every endeavor in this country, nobody can do without the musicians, because we cannot do as humans, we can never do without music. So, as I say, no institution should be able to do without the Musicians Union of Ghana, and that's what Deborah Freeman stands for.
Okay. Sisi, I'm office when fan. That's what you heard Punano.
Mpacho there be say they free ho. The chairman say Punano one government by project Marine Drive project. Into my notice and say my temporary place be or Ghana House.
Okay. Okay.
Into a temporary place. One my a new place war. Ministries one side, but I was say you renovate a thorough renovation.
Okay.
We have manifesto one shame. Some investors are new amuye juma, donor organizations are new amuye juma already. Nya friend am new amuye juma already. Me him new amuye juma. Most of my activities they sponsor.
Deborah.
We can bringing them on board.
Yeah.
Me renovate. Yeah. Manifest left. Now whoop music at 4 feet. Who say yes? We are budgeting to 4 feet.
Yeah.
And you young 4 feet. Sika 4 feet.
Yeah.
Sana ya buy running music.
Hey, oh yes. Na dabana moto abano.
Mpacho to aban on the 12th of January 2022.
Okay. So why not bet me a vote? Why not bet me a vote to be?
Mpacho yo say you free old system na your congress system no your call universal suffrage system. So every card bearing member in good standing will vote. So already we have compiled the voters register. Into obi an din was be across the country.
Good standing said you'll be otiani dues ana.
Pacho I will be a very new
okay, ne card no.
Ebe to me vote across the country. Yes. Into sanet ye. Na bra Kwesi, Mr. Omifa kwenya isu na men can say. Me wish all the aspirants, me wish them well. I wish all the aspirants. I wish all of them well. Na ya me adum na say come 2022 January 12th say Onyankopon announce me formally say Deborah Freeman na the president of Musica obi obenwini bia me Deborah Freeman ma ready say me ne ba ye adwuma me ni obi bi obenwini bia ba ye adwuma me nsam unye bi me ni preference or over anybody obi biara obenwini biara me ne ba ye adwuma both national and regional, because there were one contest for national positions and there were almost one contest for regional positions. So from region to national, obi obenwini bia aspirant obenwini biara. Me Deborah Freeman, my already say me ni ba ye adwuma. Na say start say ye adwuma within 1 year on compare baby or what say. No fan compare ho baby a Yankopon din ye bedu. Ye ba shine pa serious. Ya sam ketwa.
FM.
Deborah Freeman, she's aspiring to occupy the highest position at Musica. Well, no, didn't come. So, Arnold, for microphone, wait here, Deborah. Nya woman bia.
Vim na dem hana mama kai the first time obo
a
contest here. Now, I've not seen any hyped musical election to say obo first time no. Me who be that. Nah, this one is almost looking like it. Nah, Deborah Vim no interesting say lieutenants no more studio hano. Yeah, I'm more hyped up seeing Deborah and Kasa. It's good. Aspirants puno lieutenants na yes. First now you honorable and then it's onya deputy no ba kuta squad. So it's here. Now Deborah Abujuma Papa. I mean, with my association with music, I've known her for a long time, and so me go through ne dossier. I've seen say Abujuma for 20 years with the union. Wow. Central Regional Secretary, personal assistant to past president. Past president, when?
This is Diana Hopeson.
Okay.
And Obuansumi.
And of course, general secretary for 2 terms. So if you said this time, no, when I said what's not community?
Nice. I was saying, but you have been passed. I was only a
Juma science, minimum capabilities. But I mean, a few questions.
Okay.
Who said Kwesi bisa about office no baby I'm more connected the keke count. You've been with music for past 20 years. I mean, you've served past presidents and executives, you know, be Don't you think Green say is an indictment on yourself and all the other executives? No, say at this stage, you know, music and new office on it for themselves.
It's unfortunate, sir. Baby, I know what that no. Government by a project, and we had to evacuate the place.
Yeah.
Now it's also interesting, sir. Government did not just sack us from the place, but they have given us a new place. Except that we need to renovate the place. So I can say an indictment. The American say a situation about better yen.
Okay.
Na dia ebe ya good woman say ye be kuta ye mu ye. Na ye to me ya surmount this challenge. So that as soon as possible, ye to me nya officer ye permanent ye betina mu. Enti na ye hia obi to say Deborah Freeman. Enti say ye ba one sa ba hu say afa the temporary place no kra so ye free ho na ye ni baby ko. Enti adwuntufu bia they should vote wisely because we need a permanent office accommodation.
Is it part of your plan?
It's part of my plan.
Niano de kan ye. Me fi say ye nim guase. Ye be kan no say ne sitie. Nim guase because Deborah, you've been in unionism for years. And I'm sure say you will say be a cool be crabby and kabaka say a cool kete. Who share one office edifice bebia send you sit here na anyu yesi ubagana. I mean, let's say you to be fi baby aba. Yes, and fanco music. What's a musician? Your body of yeah. I mean, it is when Guasia sabi more matna honum saying. I said mutitum and say. And penny and pass oh pressure about be diko anymore. Things like this, it has to change. Some say sa nyama be saying. Ebi not will be sound nicely, but I think eyenim guase pa mo ese muji mpefo muji bisua.
Bra Kwesi. The atiane say me no ya adwen wo kwan bi so. Every say over the years say ye to asase one plot to crampo na ye started say ye CBB kakra wo so a. Just na yan adwimpo say ye the head office na ka the guest house mpo a nka ba no say nka ye wo be beat ne yete nti wo kwan bi so no wakasa nanso enka echiri ye betumi ayema na ye say Deborah Freeman be president a.
Okay. Me other question no to do with more, I don't know how you guys call it, a voting college or so electoral. Say over the years no, every time be election baby and that's a confusion be around who is supposed to vote, who not supposed to vote. And if I'm correct, Ras Levi cried the court issues on it. One of the issues was voting way, Are you CCA out here more going to January 13th or 12th?
12, yes.
Are you only a group we are okay with the voting college, we are satisfied. I'm asking this because and yes, then people are, especially you, who more raise issues about the fact that we are qualified not to vote. Are you fine? Has those ones been resolved?
Yes. The Atiani say the voters register ya compile we. Na criteria ni so bia there was a cut-off point. Cut-off point was October. And so bia to me renew the membership before friends say November no or in the so the end of October no obetumi vote. To omo no mudin wo voters register na so. Currently no register no one display no about a week now na so far no complaints e ba no enye bibi huhu bi as double names they send ye free mu and say we are good to go. So I think that so far we have a good voters register. Me june say aspirant be able to me sorry say or challenge the voters because it is so because we have learnt our lessons.
Okay.
Ras Kalabapia Levi court or call ye near day. I am one person. I do baby. I'm say Ras. Once I'm now, who can be what me support? Especially when it comes to violation of the constitution near the now me support no pa seriously. Me yeah, of course, yes, personal but because I was doing my job as the general secretary. Ebi one time I see if you say oh now then we general secretary no be doing a quarter who support no. Me say yeah, I'm doing my job. One kuremu. So voters register you want to say in there. So far so good. Me sure say.
Nipa do say no more. Nipa do say no more.
Close to 1,000.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. My last one then me jam at the others. There's been a trend. I mean, also well observe our trend now where say the new president is unable to hold the previous one accountable. Now the conception let's say because more for example we say you are handpicked by the previous president or the previous administration. And because you were handpicked, you're unable to hold them accountable. So Diana Hobson was unable to hold Sidi Kubwari, and then Obotu was unable to hold Diana accountable. Until once the presidency, just in case Nyame Bwana Obedia, would you be able to hold previous administration and accountable, especially when you are also part?
Rather not.
Yes, boss.
The good news is that system no yetwem.
Okay.
Bringing Deborah Freeman on board as president will end it there and continue because hey, I respect all the past presidents. Now, so I don't hold allegiance to any of them. To tell you the truth, may back on my own, giving respect to all of them. At the papa be and my papa won't buy ya me ba my boy my basso. Na se nansu bisu koba obebia and also Sesania yet me babati ever form finance audit committee say one more recommendations on the babano ya de baye juma. Time be I may say make I say musicians of Ghana constitution no eshagana mbrasi me wa enteno bibia ye bia ye constitution directives na ye de baye enya Deborah Freeman me directives ye behwe constitution ye de guiding ye bibia ye beye. So back to the point, me nyo bia na de me ba me Deborah Freeman musicians are mutemi na masremo de no kwara wo mu no say nya past president bia na epia me say member ye president eya me ankasa over the years adwuma my music ani no ma me de mani ehu ne de amede maso atenti na mpasa mba ye president na metumi yi bone no to nchen na me ba ye papa no amakuo no etumi etumpon ekuo no etumi afa no ntuma afa efra na musicians so yetumi adie nti me ba ye president a saa we ko or the way abasha we ko the way abasha won etwa esi because me ba na me so me 7 me 8 years nya me adu na me wi a nya de me ko so obi ni sem se brabasha ho na wa ba cover me no me ya sa de no because me ni me principles so Nyankopon de ahye me mu na no so na me di super pepe.
That's it. Inshallah.
Okay, question as far microphone and into you.
Yeah, Kwesi, I think there were submissions at Deborah, I have few questions kakra na me pese me bisa. With all the years of being in music, let me person me find out from before now court no. Now I saw the poster. I said now person you're general secretary, right? Now you are standing for second vice. Okay, so what changed between now? Then necessarily now you have changed to want to be the president.
Yo, bra Kwesi mdase. They tell say anam court no aye kokọ ras kokọ ye no nti ma won say no ma twintwa so ba close to 3 years nie won sa de no enti ne Kwesi ye no say arbitration and disciplinary committee ba mu and a Ministry of Tourism, Arts and Culture through the Deputy Minister Honorable Makokreku Mante or Oshia in your meetings bebre there was a mediation process. Mediation process in the Koba no say yan sign in open nominations. One who said no na fe de obi a wodone pese oba person sign ono so oba mu bi no otumi ba. Sir aspirant old aspirants so we person sign position or ho akwanya so otumi ye. Eno na ma no Koba no say. Nia me hu de mani hu even during this 2.5 year period yakokọ soro na say no I was saying to me by a president, I'm to me correcting no maybe. No one to me fan to my preference.
Being a former general secretary to the former administration, I know say Waka say those a president.
Kwesi, and Deborah now person here vice president.
Second vice president.
Second.
Yes, please.
When I see the officer president.
Bachawai.
Jump no. Second vice.
Like a boxer will be 2 weights.
Kwesi, they are say even in 2019, Penufo friend me say coming call for the presidency, honestly. But that time no na and no maybe in team say okay, that's time na me call. saa na meka kyerɛ wɔ mo
say now need GD say we do presidency and I would do say president no be call until now call second vice and a man for you yodium call obetimi agi president and na wasesa wa adwen say okay a man for ntimi timi president dia menko
mbachante sada wo miami mu no me nim say me wo qualities na because one more ya contest na brother Enin you are here one more contest na say wo yam person utimi hu say na me one kind kakra chen ebinom when we say ade no but now because I lead other organizations also.
What do you mean? What do you mean? Say one kind see ebinom.
Ebanu ekuonumu experience. I can say I know the union inside and out. Because my witness administrations at least a large time na me wo ho Madam Dana time me wo ho Uncle Boy time me wo ho we hu say no.
Enu ntina so one kind see omo.
Enti no we nso ka ho na me kan say me one kind see omo. E wo nimdie mu nso no at least. Well, I don't know but I mean can't do me home but at least my co-university kakra and at least me sua de kakra nya say university no kwa my courses bi na de and I have specialized in trade union management in the management of membership based organizations. I'm an entrepreneur, I'm a business woman. Minim no ma bi ene so. Just say you to me ya be boa na kuo no to me peja. We are into show business, you know. And over the years show no kwa show no assistant aja kase na ye show. Na man for Aboagye so. What about the business aspect of it? I was here to me ya run kuo no me to me nya sika gu adwuntofo abotom. Ama ye to me esa nimonyam no Yakopon dia boyen no. Etumi ya daddy.
Kwesi koso.
Yo, Kwesi. The man will go to school, papa. That mami be sakakra. Let's come back. Musica, 10 regional or 10 regional base. Your establishment, so the entity at as a upeso ye president. What men ya kwai ako most of the regions. What is the background story of Musica? Say. Say ene ukita musica uko dona bi wo say uko ton musical organization bia what are the duties I want some bit my present say me ko ton musical mana ye even in terms of the regional capacity offices and what have you what is on the ground
bra Kwesi no kura ne say uko regions na ya na bibi awerho obi mu kura nshada ni office papa bi asa enti no uko Kumasi a yete Kumasi for woni bebi omutina ya meeting omuti duase cultural center ho ndua na ase na omuhihye nkonwa na omu ye den omu ye meeting aye musicians union of Ghana Ashanti region enti manifesto me ba me be yi omu afiri ho
enti na ma fo no mpeso omu be join music
me say ya basesa no ma me say me ya ba ya president o Yakopon adom ye be yi omu afiri dua na ase
ba say Kumasi horse wo ho no I don't know mo the horse wo mbet ma rent atra ho meeting why I don't know mutin dua ase
na sa fa mukona ehwa fa mukona o horse is a blue one so and for free them no and other regions e bi nkura your office normal a week I'm telling you ba if you manifest your organizational development system
but you are part, but my day you are part of the old administration
as a general secretary I was a second fiddle
as a general secretary
the president had the power the final say
as a general secretary
we are general secretary want to mean sorry nkwa regions say me kwasra me man for just a president no ma wo the friends saying they go ahead and say what to me akọ serious that's how Musica is run president no man wo kwan na wo say general secretary me general secretary me call her me kwa say no I was say wo ne president no ma wo kwan say kwansa na so wa ma wo kwan obai dan na wako
so we are so this is like we are saying offices you know offices currently what is the general membership of the union now nationwide
okay so say me the voters register ya be
I know they are voting but
okay fine but generally we have a membership close to 3,000
Musica
close to 3,000 across the country but you know we are paid up members when we say no nti my can say nti me make reference to the voters register they are the paid up members so muna say ya yegina here organization bi aba don't organization I say present me your membership data muna say do because they are paid up members nti asia ho no ye week ebi mu ni offices ko mutina ho ye adwuma nti no na wasa yetumi boa ma Deborah Freeman ba ya president ama yetumi correct sa no ma nyina wo hwɛ manifesto ma ye beto nsase ama all the regions prior to that no ye make sure say ya rent office ama mu nyina ye de esinyanya de
okay mami family follow up question back on twaso na ebi musombrem music obo de adwuma pa bai with various nneɛma na ɔpɛ so ɔyɛ in terms of a benefit a wobɛyɛ member wo register wobɛnya wotu kwan kora fi ama no ne ba wobɛnya airport pickups na ade kyerɛ sɛ offer ɔbɔde ba very juicy paa. Between yourself, talk to Ghanaians. Ghana funny musicians in first 100 days as Deborah Freeman as musical president. Again, I walk out with video so I bet me they hold you responsible. So in first 100 days, meant to me and national executive, when you mean fair kunyasu.
Me da sebra Kwesi, asema wakan ya minshira wati. You see, nimpa so great. Or kasano si nimpa wo baby di utitu. Na woni aduane di nimpa wo wasomdwe. Ana meboa. Dear di kan during the first 100 days of my administration as president, remember because so region be only office be at least your renting office amanwa one more year adwuma wo.
First 100 days.
First 100 days.
Record the moment pacho.
First 100 days.
Na politicians you can't say me dey bia.
Oh yes, I live because you see that. See your renting office.
Deborah nyabotre.
Region bia only office your renting office.
Can't say politicians you can't say me dey bia.
No more your baby at na ye tumi ni omo edin sawa.
Pacho nyabotre na 100 days no isha. Ube who say 100 days who ha na ba.
3 months you bet me rent it.
Deborah Pacho revise here no why.
Oh, Kwesi, I mean it.
Deborah.
Kwesi, I mean it.
And Pacho sisano.
Oh, I mean it. First 100 days, 3 months. Oh, you bet me rent it.
Pacho music for Monto Abanama Deborah Freeman.
Thank you.
Now you bet you a boss papa. Kwesi?
Yes, boss.
Where so great for microphone and I mean to you, Deborah Freeman. Nyawomano.
Okay, Mami Deborah.
Dada.
Metie onsam no. Na senya no kan metie o na mama kai obo. Obo campaign. Organized with documents. All the incredible they say A4 sheets no were printed. Obo the end obo say properly glossy your friends say printed colored. Na makai kakra say o credentials receive you know rich.
Thank you.
Yeah,
very much.
Rich. But aniaka Debbie, I can say industry, the biggest challenge the quality of leadership. Leaders never one. I'm telling you, say be need what it takes to be leaders. I know you're one key thing. Be no, the fan of it say position abedaho. Oh, I should be the president of a but what it takes pa no leadership should I say temperament or say bibia minim send ya ti obrofo no e won ne bobia send ya tie and obi nso ho aye bo no say or you good follower what am I saying? Yes, obi nso ha sa ne bo no so all support to say o beko anim eno ye bo oni what need to see anim o ntimi nya hwe what am I saying?
Yes,
good.
There are people like that.
One me pacho as a secretary no what do you think Obo any the last president the mechanic say substantive president omunyae amanfo bebre wo feel say Obo any problem bi won administration no ho ana pacho wonso wanyimpa ehun. So for you to be successful as a president now or as a leader, you need people. People you should be able to carry them along in terms of everything, being transparent, making sure that we need danger or more and those things. Very, very important. The American Kwesi say, Nanka enimpe bia say bianca yebe hia won mo to me make meaningful inputs. No edu baby no am say ya hwere bi mu kakra because of no ma bi nti okay bia obi so bia ya me na me kon but bia obi so bia wetun aka say didija obi so obi so betun aka say wo na wuti han say obe sorry for left wo na wuti han say obe ye president wo na me bisa qualities ni bia me kan no ene sesi a wo fail sesi yi
me fail ye
me say wo fail sesi yi because what the kasa no point no kwako fa baby kakra
no yeah kasa
I'm expecting a leader that's why as a leader you must say it like it is
me tie opening
intino maybe say question pacho
you so be some me Deborah Freeman asase no wa insini dia say me Deborah Freeman
me see wo na me bisa na
okay and see to me Deborah Freeman no dia made me aka ne say President Obo say Jamina na in 2011 Oba president am so be general secretary. But coordination na nkoso ye. Cordiality, leadership cohesion.
Whose fault?
It should be the fault of the leader because leader no na wouldn't kind na bia so ye di wachi. Nti sa wo want me ni an yes ano ma no a e den say nya ye di akire no betumi aforce say ye no sa.
Pacho, who sa problem na de na o ye fa ho.
E bia wate menka, e manfo aka no we say de brade the day den dodo or to say dodo or sa nti na mo atom sa den no ya santo ha free say no ma bia nko ya meka na baby a wasa me ne wo ya adwe no say no ma no ko ya me ne wo ba ya adwe ma ya ye enko ye nso dia wo boa da wo twu mu kosi suruba fom
e na o ye fa ho
nya me ye fa ho ne say during our neck meetings make kasa wo bi say neck me make kasa pa.
Is it on record?
Oh, minutes are there. Okay. Minutes. Oh, we there when regional executives because one more to me din say me just say ya santua just say masam ya din. Yes masam na din. Asam no de atia no meka me bie manu aka we nko ye. Nti ya na ebi mu afa me ho tan. Nti sa ni ye na me pe.
Nti mpacho uhu obo se bibia no there's no code ono ko afa bo ne bo no bi on.
Secret. Obono ya doso because
no mpacho
no it's okay to was here but I'm saying Tina make me say Obono ya doso.
Okay, previous administration.
Thank you.
Previous administration because ye koyenim problems are nya in the past now if ana near my feel say nkuyi no so also ba mitio no ba be correct in maybe is it a case say the previous administration there's no cohesion in Niema based on that no me who what dia watchro mu baby say watchro say I shall preside over all national the word here all national executive council stroke committee and general meetings and such and shall spearhead and preside over all collective bargaining sittings for maximum wage, a minimum wage contracts and other benefits and rights of members.
Exactly.
Okay.
Thank you very much. Say those are the duties of the president as enshrined in the Constitution.
All executive council.
Yes, please.
And committee.
Yes, please. That's the Constitution.
And general meetings.
Exactly.
Who also presiding over.
Yes, that's the Constitution. So the Constitution naturally.
I feel say a bit sad portion, a bit challenge.
Thank you very much. We share manifesto here kuta we mu a. Matro wo mu say me make sure say me buy president and me ye thorough review of the musical constitution. And no be wo ma e be ambiguous. E be so there are inconsistencies. And no be why ye de adwuma emma amanfo ho ntene wo mo ne me ye adwuma ye. Because I say constitution has powers ni na bo president no bo. Into every other executive ni play second fiddle. When said and yet it doesn't help.
But I don't know also so baby what treasure say you shall.
So that the currently the duties of the president as enshrined in the constitution. But
me say no what can say I shall and near also baby
so a hakakran wo hwa asania me quote I quotation me quote. So those are the no, what you call it.
What quote to say eno na obey one can so besisa.
Me say as me say mpacha yan kan shiro ho no. Yan kan shiro ho. The tian say currently the constitution as the president of the Musicians Union of Ghana Music, it will be my utmost duty to work together with my executives to coordinate and mobilize members in all regions of Ghana and abroad to enhance their welfare and to sustain the interests of the union.
And then
I
you come down, there, itemize it, and
so these are the duties of the president currently as it is in the constitution. So I can't change it until I come as president.
No.
That is why I said I am going to review the constitution.
One can say, as
the constitution demands.
And no,
currently.
So you will do this.
Yes. So
which to me no me feel say
check.
and no a creative problem. No so as Dimitri say, sad niyama we a creative problem. One can say, oh, I'm coming to change this. I'm coming to change that. I'm coming to change this.
Please check now. Page 6. Page
no,
6.
me nko page 6. I had me jina. Me say. What can say?
Secret.
My address is on page 6.
I say check you page 6. Go check na bra.
Yes, please check page 6.
No, then you are not. It is not. No, don't
No,
do that.
I say page 6 now. Me nko check no. Say baby, I'm jina me ko page 6 now. Me ko page 6 now.
I'm saying check and check in a bra back.
Okay, page 6.
Page 6. H. Point H. Biennial Delegates Conference through Constitutional Review.
I'll say there.
We will ensure that we hold the union's biennial delegates conference and to do a thorough review of the union constitution to remove ambiguity and inconsistencies.
Okay.
Because as the constitution is today, it means to me it's a sanumanu ye.
Then there is no
So
way.
that side is a quotation. We just lifted it from the constitution. Say music a constitution. So why president say na ye? But media me review constitution because that the TS say no.
Okay. So Deborah 70 secretary here. Waka and what say or how be your constitution. But it seems how no anade enye no a wa kra wo ka no enya ade a wo man hu se o ba besesa no nka ni pepe mu a ka se o man ye hu se ade we enye me ba mesesa no but I to say o toa so o so ba be toa the same thing now we can I shall diligently oversee the smooth administration that no I shall preside over the national executive I shall and teachers also the same thing
so we will amend the constitution.
Then go and admit it, go and edit this. What am I saying? My last point, Kwesi.
We instead of I.
There be, we shall review this.
Yeah, I mean, as part of the constitutional review process.
The president in New she in Goso. What am I saying?
Yes.
I saw don't want the argument. You be can be and just say, "Obi any power be a."
We will review it. Yes. Review.
Yes.
We will review
technically
the constitution.
Who check here? Me pacho. Oh, you don't see it like okay. Who say you empower women?
Yes.
Me pacho. Me Socrates for assem na me kano. Me dear, I don't believe in women empowerment.
Oh, really?
Yes. There are only two species in human in the world. Male and female.
Female, yes.
What am I saying? I don't think say see a ye be favor male and not female. We should believe in human empowerment. Every member of Musica should be empowered. It shouldn't be just female.
No, they are also taken care of. If you read that,
the moment you bring in this word, I shall empower. Nature's why it was separate.
Okay, so now me what issue be already on commercial crate. Nia we say, and yeah, me the be pim Deborah Crans and wako because assembia Miss V. Nyom tuni ekaye about kwanye de ma efaso ewo the creative industry enyum tum ye bebo near the home come but so great you need we
Inti mimi modie me can say I don't believe in women empowerment. I mean say I believe in human empowerment.
I agree with
Let's
you.
build a holistic your friends a development of all. Because you start here girl child education ne boy child ne nso tifie. What am I saying? My children's education. Near building both sides. And no ne beboy yen one side.
I'm saying na ma kamana say so
but yama omu nyina anko.
But so unim say we are secret. Baby wo ha
affirmative action.
Be seen there are some countries urban drive ebia oba ball ya na ma bobi untimi mobo nyama bebre mema ye ma no ntimi nye enti eno no so no
enti campaign bi wo ho no raise no anhwe yi a odi feel say odi be fix ade no mo no be create another problem wo baby what am I say enti ne yemma nkwara ne nyina na si nipa ne nyina na members nyina. What you say? But you can't see, oh, yeah, but you will be a favor.
And this I will share, see promotion of female artists and up and coming musicians, up and coming, both male and female.
So don't take the women out.
The women thing came in because women have peculiar needs. So great. Women have peculiar needs.
You think women? Do you know what men also need?
Men also need. But you see, the whole thing is very holistic. But except that, about mass specific number be a man here, we will do them as well.
I'll be accused of being a chauvinist.
Oh no, up and coming artists. We have also policies to help our aging musicians or veteran musicians.
Don't mix it. Me can say, "Oh, ye a man is in chain. Me see, yes, I agree. Oh, empower,
yes, my should be your
say you are empowering all artists.
All artists, yes, all artists. Thank you.
Okay, all right, Deborah.
But I'll support you anyway.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much.
So, near the better about me now, quite some cassette, magic a crayfish, but near the better cry. Near the catch and you to 42 muti or more, the part vote. Na so mo tomorrow, dear na catch up. 1 minute.
Me da sebra Kwesi dia tiane say, nya say obi a otumi bo keyboard and otumi bo guitar and otumi bo musical instrument bi na we say obey president of music there bi obi obetumi aya president of music we kuo no afa no tuma pe fra yo obi a sabi o nimdie sane ya yetumi run organization or administrative knowledge na no sa nipa no Deborah Freeman enye obi a sabi otumi bo organ nko a because office one your organ na ye bo ho woko office wa nya organ na woko bo wokoi kwa administer the union ye wonimdie bia ye sua no school a ye de bobra ye de lead organizations ye de run office sa no mani na Deborah Freeman wo and your organ kwa ye bo na ye de run organization nti come 12 January 2022 musician bia otie mi sabre ya ne din wo voters register no so na or ye eligible to vote no okopose ho a onhwe number 2 mi anko na me yoba me hye mema mienu mfimfini nti ukwa mfimfini ho na hwe Deborah Freeman oba na me nko ameda mema mienu ntam no me na esa woto aba ma me efiri so onyankopon atete me over the years odi nnua bi a ye hia ma yetumi yade ya rebuild music na odi egu me mu odi egu Deborah Freeman me mu nti me na sabre yo onyankopon hye se me be lead the Musicians Union of Ghana na me lead them to the promised land into on the 12th of January 2022 Kai Deborah Freeman na to abama me na your life shall never be the same. Amen.
Amen. Deborah Freeman wapeso bedi music ga ekonenim bosome January 2022 and on beto aba on the 12th of January 2022 and obeto aba Papa J was say Socrates, you are a typical example of what you're saying. I don't know what you mean by that. Now Jetru Skrilla says she's also from a corrupted administration, so she is not even qualified to be a president. And Abba Koba Abedu says, I hope she's not doing any political things there. This woman can talk like a politician. Madam, the talking is too much. Learn from Nanado. He talked, now he can't do it. Nanesi Doreen says, beautiful and very intelligent. Cynthia Ama Aduma Kwatin says, so over 20 years, all these initiatives couldn't be implemented. What is the assurance that she can do it within a short time? Give women a chance to change the world. Thomas Nyako, you were with them. What did you do to bring change? Kiki Eban and Odiano by Ignatius say, where would this woman get money to do all that?
This dial is hot. Stay tuned.
The best radio.
News on your number one station.
Peace FM.
Ladies and gentlemen, the king of electronics, the price slasher, or Plus1, nada, the king of Fofo, le faux, numero uno. I think it's where Nibuani macho way, Nibuani brutal, such a macho Christ. Yama Wemsi, tell him my way.
PM Electronics, fair price.
This is dangerous pricing. I'm the priceless CEO on the cheap in fake products. Take it away. I like this one. Where is the price? I'm slashing. What is the price?
Kaffa.
Kaffa will never cease to amaze me. Oh, yes. Such a giant TV with small price. Zacchaeus price. No. If you never come out, we are better home appliance. I will Kaffa. Because Kaffa, no. Every day is a Black Friday. Yeah!
From this Black Friday, cut from Attity Home Appliances so up to 80%. Utrade, yes, slash prices no.
Peace FM.
Kafam Adarmana OT and Kai Entertainment Review. Amasia say Kafam Semen Kai also say January afi 2022 ye shasi ye papa ni nyina say one more djumedie eni die djumedie shonko ewo Grand Arena Accra International Conference Center anyom to fo akese miensa akuku dam kojo entry Daddy Lumba Amachi Dede we entansi akasifo mi saying omu nyina on one stage. Who is who minim say mumu bebre to the bia. Yes, you just want to see some of these things. Say sanyum to for we nyina no why pa no jina na so Kafam aka omu mi ensa boom 1st January 2022 ewo ye Grand Arena Accra International Conference Center. Omo de be bosso na mo ankasa at the end of the day you decide who is who. Deborah o say bibi wa pese comment na making kind no.
Mbacho Ibra Kwesi me nua can say now I have been with them for all these years. Now then I'm yeah.
Okay.
They are telling say music structures no. Bibia your committees are you vote who.
Okay.
In Zambia National Executive Council or National Executive Committee you vote. Inti if the majority or yes majority carries the vote.
All right.
Me say I can tell you give you many instances of meetings my sorry regional council said ye way my yan and so president Abaka say okay young vote na majority am almost so na akame ko. So I have struggled over the years. They know my story.
Okay.
Inteno, intina me by a president.
Right.
I'm to me Eden Sakraye no aba.
Me da say.
This dial is hot. Stay tuned.
Best radio.
News on your number one. This dial is hot. Stay tuned.
Best radio.
News on your number one station.
It's the weekend. Let the good vibes take over. Only on your favorite station.
With your favorite station.
Peace FM. Live, digital, and on your smartphone.
The radio is hot.
What on a jump on the other fucking entertainment review. And then it's over to some entertainment. I've been another entertainment review. President Obama for Tennessee. Entertainment review. Now I'm on the fans.
Okay, Yababedi Rocky Dawuni ni Grammys ho enkomo wati Ghana nim say ne second nomination ye wenya nomination wo Grammys. So Grammys anyomtofo abasobode wiase America ene koso na anyomtofo mo wiase afana nyina vindo ade no e America womo de ye nyina ye wurewure mu bi kese wiase omde omo wurewure mu bi nti ya na anyamtofo no obia hwese wo betimi anya Grammy ni bi na ye nua anyamtuni back Rocky Dawuni about reggae, Afrobeat and reggae. Is it? I'll check it again. It's Afrobeat and but Deborah trans me ba be ade na me bisa bibi kakra e wo ho because you can about women empowerment the answer e be call Rocky Down because this ankomo yi enkomo ya ba pen ya tete ani but Miss V insem bia ode to edwa se Emma I say Emma no ye mom enough attention e wo Ghana hanum saying. But my man, for some funny reasons, according to her, I said, almost snap on fingers, Anna, almost like comedy. So, near the can you bet here, Miss V, as some our kind, na my banner, my J. Deborah, Jinche Kakra, not me paying for so, at was with my Yentie, Miss V.
Not too much attention, and that's what I was talking about. Is the most difficult thing, and I feel that's why sometimes it pushes some of the women to do extreme things to get attention, because for some reason the guys just get the attention very easily, but when it comes to the girls, it's just so difficult. It's just so difficult. We don't get enough attention. No. I remember there was a radio show that some caller called in and said that they should start having maybe segments for female musicians, because you can go on radio and listen. I hear my music, but you hardly hear female musicians on the radio. It's the guys the whole day, maybe like 90%, and then like 10% women. I don't understand that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tune it in, turn it up,
Peace FM,
and rip off the knob.
So Miss V yansan tie ni bioma sema walking tie ni ye na membra ye medin komo.
Not too much attention, and that's what I was talking about. Is the most difficult thing, and I feel that's why sometimes it pushes some of the women to do extreme things to get attention, because for some reason the guys just get the attention very easily, but when it comes to the girls, it's just so difficult. It's just so difficult. We don't get enough attention. No. I remember there was a radio show that some caller called in and said that they should start having maybe segments for female musicians, because you can go on radio and listen. I hear my music, but you hardly hear female musicians on the radio. It's the guys the whole day, maybe like 90%, and then like 10% women. I don't understand that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Deborah.
Kwesi.
Nia okay. Ayadia usuehu. Sa na tie se ema no ye mom enough attention. Eno kra kan na to de bia pia man mo ye niam bia nse so mo ye nyina no mo ye ntie bia obai ade wa ya man attention tie chale ma mi yi mi ho kra mfanto on se na minya bibi na minya attention. And back kan ye no ye mo wan say obetime tie radio the whole day. I don't know that's what we are doing on radio. Say ohanchi chemu aduokono emema nyom ko a ema no beye ohanchi chemu beye du. Sa semi okay, and this is your empowerment thing, but first of all, look at your kind, Senator.
Yo, babidi kanjia minua ba Miss V. Na membo na baso djuma pa odi. Na Kwesi de atia ni say ewiase no ho. It depends on how you position yourself. So position who ya no matter what, baby a wo hye bia no. Say ye hia said enam say we position who ye ma ye hia we cannot do without you ntino. Ya ba hwehwe wo de why bibia say yeah. Intino Mrs. Miss V asem okay. Ne fa baby me ne ya adwun baby nso the American say first of all no when it comes to radio and TV there all can say 90% 10% no they tell say male artists no do so chen female artists anameboa. Yes, it's a contributory factor. Nienti as a wotie radio and now we hear TV the whole day. Yeah, bobo a male artist no nyum bebre a chen man no de. So I think say it's a natural thing. But what we have to do is say yeba encourage more females to come into the industry. One we are talented no. Yeba boa mo tumi nso abem na say man no so abadoso. Na say I am more representative. Every Ghana ha population no mad of chembema. Inti I was to me reflect all through bibia ye biemu. But unfortunately in the industry no and man no do so chemba. And inti na etisa no na yes say radio stations ni TV stations for preference of men over women. No, I don't think that is the case. So positioning is very, very important. Na me earlier on na Uncle Socrates ne me argument kakrebi or me manifesto no. We ka ho unsa me mention say women have peculiar needs. That is true. What about music industry mu a we male artists ni female artists wa e man no ye wonu ma bia high kakra we say to me pay attention you building your capacity you to me surmount to these challenges I face in the industry. These challenges be ka ho na intina Miss V kasa say but need no solution na yepe anabra Kwesi the atiane say I was here to me put structures in place to me build a capacity na ye to me ye unite all the players of the industry. I must say on radio stations bra Kwesi but na house oh me nua Miss V me hunu we na we are in it together and see me one nyom when we say no. So ni na ya the main agenda ya deba on board. But currently, if you ask me, we have a long way to go. There is more room for improvement. So overall, Mr. Star Nizi Wakasa Nanso ebeye ye.
So idea saw empowerment ya manifesto kan wasemi. Fi se betimi aboa timi ama sanya be saying or how be a man face o metimi nya sa attention.
Very the answer is capital yes. Because I prepared this manifesto with the needs of the musicians in mind. Or how a female artist here come. And so I'm saying, no, I cannot do this without bringing the women agenda also on board. It's a babwa palm to me saying and
because so you can empowerment media ya can to honwa dien now do good akwemu challenges be saying or how be say be face enough attention. So this your empowerment agenda. Dien now be ya officer no betimi ama nyama be say etimi aboa no.
The edikan am an entrepreneur. Now you entrepreneur training. So we are musician and see yourself as an entrepreneur. Bibi a ubet me a package you to sell yourself well, to sell your product well. When now you training then you firma you to me you shine your competitive advantage. It's about training the musicians for them to know say juma me ya say me mano ya sronko nimpa mienu ya fa nimpa mienu gina hana me ka ho a ye be choose me over the other person. If we say me dear no and nnua bi ka ho a yes special. So it's about entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurial training ebama was stand out as an artist. Inti nwum bi wo ho radio presenter and TV presenter ba ohwemo say agwa we there ne nwum no lyrics na koye ne bibia koye bibia sisisu kama ma me mbo no nwum anasa me friend no me perform anasa bibia me ye bia yen engage wo. So it's about positioning yourself, training yourself to get that capacity to place yourself up there so that obia will come for you. So these are the things I'm bringing on board.
Okay. Arnold.
Yes, boss.
Miss V. What you know? Deborah and Swakasa.
Yeah.
Now Deborah, dear, just me start to me start friend of you because I now no dey the manifesto no buy. The manifesto no send yama wo pa. Payola ho sem nyina wo ntu. But mami ti o Miss V asemi.
Miss V we were in that for close to 10 years. Inti onim dia oka and I'm sure say on born no shemu enka adia anyhow. She's right. If we say mano attention no any what say your home in mano, especially when it comes to playlist and I say airplay. Now my mom and Deborah was also right when she said say ni nyina no air born out of the fact say mano a minority. So when you do the comparison, mano also is a male dominated industry. So average definitely any radio presenter Biano will play our DJ no be boy male and no more than a man. Now to buttress Miss V and Deborah point, let me just take you through survey beer last year, University of South Carolina and Spotify 2020. They call it the Anibeg Inclusion Initiative. So they were trying to do a survey on gender inequality or music industry. And so I'll just give a few pointers and then I'll just end it. So almost say year 7 in 2020 no. Almost realize say of course they had Kanyina no a dominate industry no. Now less than 3% of females no are producers. Less than 30% of females no are songwriters. Then they go to Enyom, as in the songs that were played from 2017 to 2019. Now, or say in 2017 16.8% a number ball for female artists. Now 16.18% no, but that can you remember? 2019, 22.5% of songs and a ball for Emma. So clearly, this is a university together with a streaming service, a year survey on gender inequality when it comes to the discussing, and it's clear from professionals within the industry all the way to enyuma yebo no HSA imano low. And so she's definitely right. Now, if we cover that, they even give reasons in here challenges and mano FAC. The first reason on my sexual harassment and objectification. That's one. And no, it's clear. You know what they go through. And two, almost see ageism, where a man, because when you say a man do a certain age, I say attention no exactly. You understand? Energy on beshim no kwa ye no as radio presenter, journalist no. The kind of attention a man female artists when they get to a certain age no. And yet the same when they are hot and that's one other reason. I almost say the second reason, of course, the fact that they are in the minority. So Kwesi, a whole university had a survey 2020 to actually tell you say based on these counts, the females are not getting the necessary attention. Abucho, Tigana idea why you can imagine. So it's clear.
Okay, I'm sure says Uncle Way, Nife about pain. And Namene, I say so critical, baby original, but I think so. No, they a bit aggressive, kakra,
too aggressive
on the empowerment because we said 3 Music War, the women's branch will be a normal year.
Against it about
yes, and Name so me fee said, Niama Bisano, is it now? Adiania a level playing field, Niama. And he said, "Be as a woman to me, ya."
Someone copy before you.
And he, I want to be an fight. Sometimes I'm come on the buy. Like I said, so Christianity a bit aggressive because I still think that with even the Aboagye, it means that there's that push I see at the member, and even Grammys also recognize some of these things, and they have this diversify and something for our year to also on the Buamba.
I nearly read that one for you, but I thought
and Sadia way no, I don't know. To send you more 3 Music for to be a bit me up as what we can do. So great. Meaning so that switching a baby I would say well, Niama be saying Niamis V Kano. Look, a level playing field. Adia no na bianye ubetimi aya ye untimi ya we nya ade ne o kan say na timo
Kwesi me da so gina ho a na obi atie mi anka beboa as aggressive as I will sound and o kan be chauvinist or whatever no that is what you think but unni me pa Kwesi you know and I can say it boldly say having been around over 30 years yes. The secret of my sources is Emma Minyoma Yejuma. I'm saying it for the records. Emma Minyoma Yejuma. And na just anytime you see me being successful in something, many man Yejuma.
So 30 now kind of can't see you no being to go. I'm here no beat you after already 30 years. Only 30 years. When you brosa, just say a Juma now why you are for 30 years. Now we are kokra canon want to say ye.
You move on because from there. Okay. My Juma no. My
Is it not true? Say why you Juma for 30 years?
It's for
record purposes.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. Me that say.
And I kokra no na un person jitum so ya kokra. Oh ya kokra.
Kwesi. Emma me nyoma ya Juma na unim me penin bi sellers or you late. Emra ye starting in Shogono, Brazil lane. No nana or educating can not can be see woman nurse men hands what am I say and I picked that thing from there
bro for now kind
I
chim
ma ekwa ma odi bibi mo ba won okwa omo kra so ehwe maninyin emema da bia omo ko hanti for ebi wa hu nti uni oba fa be ma say o build company bi ananso o build bi no o fa be ma eno ne ya de eno ba adwuma ne awo ye no ohwe ochina ohwe ubehu no so start ne de no agya wo de na ti yo but uni ma ya ni amohyase ye no oba no so komo bibia mu a wo ye bia no oba no ebetena wo nchen and why so long as you are treating her well yes women are loyal and it has helped me from my editor script writers ni niema nyina eyema what am I say me ni ebia yadwuma almost 18 years we are still working 18 years and mama ni nyina no mo ba o kyerɛ ne sɛ ne yɛsɔ camera mu na sɛ ne ayɛ yi pɛ nɔkɔ but a man they still more and based on that Kwesi me gyina so ma can be say I don't agree say a man no what disadvantage be me home bia ne hyehyɛ bia wo ba bia kyerɛ sɛ oba ntimi nyɛ wei oba ntimi nyɛ wei
say ye ma enough attention in terms of enyom no cry
it's not true. It's not true.
So one man figures there contrary
figures no ne Arnold kan yi strictly is based on the numbers available. Your kan ye no 18% no ne niema no. O kyerɛ sɛ a man no enoso enti nyum no from a man so noso. Yɛnhwɛ Ghana population, yɛnhwɛ Nigeria population 100 and something million, any 30 million.
I don't mean figures, quite figures, no. Yeah. But I shudder to say a man does the same man. The latest census.
No, me can't in the industry, in your kind, you know, figures, no.
Yeah, but
it's based on female musicians and male musicians. Female producers and male producers. Is there any law that stop any female from being a producer? There is no law. It is because your mama feel say and me I don't agree. What I'm saying is rather to empower women to make them feel said no, you can do it. Don't let anybody intimidate you.
A man now successful.
Yes.
They have built their capacity. That is why
their capacity. I put something in them, make them feel said. And that is me.
We have to build women's capacity so that they can always help.
Me say a man should stop thinking that they can't do it and obi na me and me kwa me no, you can do it.
Secret. What you are saying, but I'm saying say observation at the end say and not just
and we are talking about the solution.
Yes.
Yes.
But even me that say, and that's why we have people like Munyina Muhammad say so when Arnold contribute to at the research by a man for when you busre muka obi atena se and no say da nimdie mo maye and almost say yes I dear way
I'm not challenging it. I'm not challenging it.
So whether nyao kan nyina no so ye no kre but whether o pese o gitumo unyin tumo ubetimi ahwe ho so ahwe se no kre say yes ebia mema no ebia yes radio presenters no eba enyum na ebia wo mo bo no mema no more attention say man no and I will say oh dear because look a man monti as say mo no so enti say what say mema nyum do so a 90% is because a man no so mado do na mo mu no sana pese oche
Kwesi fambi no because a man no so one what am I say a man do so sin a man no enti no be hu say enyum no so no ye bo a omo do so no omo benya more play. There is no system or baby a bar ne nyum ye die because of your bent, you know, yeah more. That's not the point. So what is the problem? See moi Miss V nyumu yi me who say or nyum dia ba hit. Ya boa.
Or say. And that's what the research is also I'm sure say that's Sana research in so come. So a playlist.
Yes.
And my dear womb. And Miss V now tina se no kan. Or see yes or tisa mo born but ni no man be brain so ha.
Why say
of course I mean you want to so I can say be on top of my head. Let's say Wendy Shea, Adina, Sefa, Sinaso, Jackie, Efia, Sister Efia, Adina. And she or says and man now cassette numbers no they have some but they be able have playlist no and man
what influence the playlist
boss
so what influence playlist
quick example just to buttress your point no because our research we fear no boss the last week no the top artists or tesu see I turn on Taylor Swift or your bar Adele I be breaking our record no also your bar but the research says at a given so radio station presenter be town or bar or remember no more than the man it doesn't mean say
so Socrates I mean
because you see there are more male artists their managements are influencing what you must say when your social welfare now say your friend is saying bina ebusuya de bi na ye say ye ncha ne pepepo your business a business. And see what influence playlists. Well, your management, you know, how strong are they that they can penetrate into certain areas, Kwesi? These are some of the factors that we should look at.
So, Arnold can be about research no more. Say sexual gratification one. Bibi sa wom say oba eba. And so kritenim ade am bebo si. So oba ba. Buano. O pese onene da. O pese unya sa de ni fin ho. But say bema ba. Wonya sa.
Okay.
Enti
adenti.
O pese onene da.
Adenti.
Because
that means you are
sex.
not serious as a businessman. Because if you are a serious businessman, if you are a serious no ban so no, o ko bi o ye serious a ni abri say o pe nyuma ton. What am I say? No I can say just say hello.
Are you saying you don't know?
Oh,
so you are not being realistic.
No,
you see,
don't do it for the sake of.
Why
No.
you are not being realistic, go?
Kwesi me pacho. We are talking business here. We are talking business here. We are looking for solutions.
But and I make catch us say research in the
Are you telling me say DJs who me artists? Na Kwesi we in my bar. Just obe catch them say me confirm me artist nimra ne sebi ne dance and wabo nyum no.
No, you are looking at niamani bia and my back because you be can and I say research no me no. Say sa problem no ho. Say at the current year a man to be create to me kuchi am say okay. Work on who be man na say oboa no. Maybe a bear man say okay, pese me no da. Pese me nya sa de few honom say.
So be record no. And also be nyum no because yeah Kwesi one sometimes yeah discussion where you mixing na ye nya ye adenani mu na clear. Asama can about playing of songs. Playing of songs, the artist has nothing to do with it. It's the management.
Oh, when I catch you?
Yes.
When I catch artism.
Kwesi.
There are some artists who also
yes,
it is not. But Ghana unim.
Okay. They are independent. Yo, Matthias here. They are independent. But you see, when you have management, and then your management is good on the grounds. Ewe Juma now. What they are showing? I say, my faculty CNS Media Excel send me management. Me who say they be me who CNS say okita enyumo they call round do. What am I say? And to see a bebo Joyce Blessing, mra no ni adwuma no. See a bebo Joyce Blessing nyumo no. And Joyce Blessing headache. And your CNS headache. This is where the thing is.
Kwesi, my question is imbe me nti Kwesi.
CNS question bi kakra.
Bisa.
Socrates pacha who can be about management. Yeah. Nti pacha na upa kire say ma female artist no on management no nya strong to say man de no ana. Now I will also put a question to Bra Kwesi and say ye de oba ni oba ma ba wenim say manage won a won mu de ahina oba choose no first every say ma ye peculiar problems in ebi ni say edu baby a ye ba ware ye ba nyem oba wonyima no ma bi o ha untumi ye won wa no ma bi o ho a elemete wo kakra enti sa no ma no wo de bubom a female artist and a male artist no won mu dia wa hin na wo management no mo be enti bibi sa na mpese bi hu but me case so say sa no ma no industry no ma and limit ma no from excelling because yeah, you were now.
Deborah, I'm going to ask a question.
Yes, so
what was that question?
Your question, Pachon. So let me end it there so that you can.
Okay. Where's Aboagye? Very interesting discussion by the table. Now, me who say ubia kasa e fan women empowerment one me boss anko for na baso. Me bo ma baso memma no companies awodo Sadiq mo omo force say ombe women empowerment. But obisu asu ya to ebo asu bisa say a man and kasa so no what are they also doing for themselves? Because by population aye woman a man no adoso say mema. And maybe I say it Kofi wuti unim say ma adoso say mema. Nti ka ye ka success krana women should rather and member young you're complaining about equality and opportunity. Men should rather be complaining.
But ebia only Socrates. Chisa me said up Chimamanda Namema or schooling mu ye women empowerment.
Because don't let me lose my thought.
Okay,
because as I'm making, that's the truth. Remember, my grandness by this time, no, you soon say, me pancho mom because Miss viewers would working with Length Entertainment. Did you ever hear say she's saying say women are not getting support? Well, Obro no any links here, Jumano. Did you ever heard say Miss V was crying of women support for the women? Because the management there was putting fire. She was there as a woman. She was enjoying the ride.
I mean, I'm sure say the position and yeah, they are because and all can say because we feel.
Well, it could be on the
You're just making a point.
Our genuine point too. As I come on to my boss, young council waka boni, onka boni, our genuine concern. But me personally bisa question say. Aso ya tu your boss say bisa say man and casas no what the one casas what are they what the omo ya their mom. Women are in this town fighting against their own fellow women's agenda.
I disagree.
Oh,
I disagree.
You will disagree because what am I remember? We have women. We know of what women are doing against themselves.
I remember the omonku.
Yaku.
Remember
Yaku, but we are not crying for equality in something anywhere. We are to quite the but men are not fighting for placement. Say, you per se you're taller than man. Dabi. Me per se you settle. Yes, Kwesi. You separate. You put the argument on the table. You baby me to your boss and baby assembly. Because once I say, yeah, man, yes, Anna. Me want to say, sa cry empowerment, no. It makes it look sad they are less. Let's lift them up. But they give back to us.
Sanity.
No, that's why I have the problem. Say, if we continue to make it look like, your money, yes, said they are less.
So,
Unima,
anything I make out to say, sanity because Emma Bessine, Ebia Ghana Hana Bian Huntapat.
Kwesi,
still ample ye come, Master.
Kwesi,
what you way, who Christian as you way. Me also said, near maybe one man now back as Okaya, or back as a way a mema dear.
No! At my level, if I do that, I'm stupid. At my level, if I do that, I'm very, very stupid. Yeah. Because opportunity, Kwesi, you need women music industry. Baby. We have one global music industry. Everybody is fighting, whether blind, whether seeable or non-seeable, or whether one. Everybody, we have one global music industry, and it's supposed to pine. We are and we'll be fighting for success. Sadana, how much the side generation is and can do you think I should have one artist of the year? What is minority? Produce the song. So then how much the side generation is do people think that she could have won the artist of the year?
That is the point.
I remember one winning artist of the year. Oh, I don't know. I remember one and winning artist of the year. It is what Brad was offer. It is what she did, her power, and the money winning artist of the year. It is not because she was a woman. And you say be a Dan Hamilton, your bar. It's in board no quadrant so where they per se a woman empowerment and to where the empowerment into Montama then the fama than a Hamilton no fan could free of charge. No way. She did a good job. She promoted herself globally. She competed to the top and won. Hands down. No two words about it. Yema money in Antia says it is an equal field. We are all playing to win. You try play Mr. Yakolandina. You need baby a matana and your baby a matana. Ye na your team straight. We are going to Britain. You do a pallid barco. Fasten your seatbelt. You could do. Let's play the game like that. It rather make the whole thing looks like say Emma less.
Okay.
And the woman holding yenye say. But if you see women are rather not support I don't know some person Deborah Emmanuel rather should talk about it. Women are rather not happy they themselves as women. They are not pushing themselves.
Okay.
This is I say. Do you know who the Kobisa when they say when go and ask when they say what she has been through in the hands of fellow women. Kobisa when they say what she's been through in the hands of women. Yet the two issue ba and Marco Konipage say it didn't attempt for Manapako Pimenimbre. Yet Kroma go and ask Miss Bell what she's been through in the hands of women. I am a man and I did them. It is the women who are rather ridicule themselves before public. Now we are about because they are women empowerment. For where?
Seriously, I think says Safo and Kwesi
we are
more digressing.
You are digressing here, and that if you are rather digress. Today we will not allow you.
They are less.
No,
they are less.
We have nobody has
They are
digressed.
less musicians.
You brought your statistics. Did anybody digress? You brought your statistics. You showed. And you might have ball, baby. And you might have ball hand. A crown tea. Go and look at the place.
Yeah, platform.
Go and look at the place, brah.
Yeah, mommy platform.
Yeah, and then you might have ball chroma pa. Somebody's son you make me.
Yeah, mommy platform.
It's only move to me. Somebody's son go find me one day. Yeah, boy, and your banner boy. It's being played. It's being played. If you produce a good content, we'll give you a support. Sorry.
I know.
Lady no say the lady is talking about attention given to female artists. One can about skill, one can say about proficiency. So I do not know.
Now, somebody telling me say one putting himself together at Metranma and can want attention. She prepared herself, went to school. Nisibia Kitano, one at this Ibirmao. Did anybody ask you to go and do this? One also you want to empower yourself. And I know about Tranma, couple of fuckers say, kept course English.
I know. If you don't have the skill, if you don't train and polish yourself, who will give you attention?
I know
because you are a woman, so we should give you attention.
Or say, a man no do na enya attention. No cray and as no cray.
Asif said they deserve it and we don't give it to them.
Two old men are more pubic grey hair. You can't even say the truth. You can't even say the truth.
What is the truth?
What is the truth? You know.
What is it?
Say one man do draw.
It's not true. And the women get opportunity than men.
It is not an opportunity. It is let's stay with their all canon.
What are you saying?
What am I saying?
Bro, you know what you're saying?
Is it because you said that's here more man? Is that what he's saying?
I don't know. So that's what we are
need to figure out. You are also listening. We are educating. We are telling you. Say it's not true.
Socrates, woman or don't kasa bi.
On country, or no on country.
Woman kasa.
Baby, but on country. Now can you say what my statistics?
Yes.
A support to asema ye canon.
Me da say, mo telephone to you.
The statistics no support to ye.
Yeah.
You guys are digressing.
No, you have given us a good foundation for our
Socrates.
Lady no say omunya a lot of attention, which is true. You guys should admit the fact. Now let's figure out the entire. Yen mo sa attention. That's what we need to figure out. Don't talk about skill.
Okay, you help us.
It has little to do or nothing to do with skill, any proficiency. So, I mean, you figuring it out. Why in here more a lot of attention? No, your submission is bogus.
What makes it bogus?
Because you are digressing.
How?
It has little to do with say, the Miss V Nakaso Kasan, or see, or no, attending you on radio. But the level of attention demand the other colleagues know.
Like who and who?
Like who gave me the list?
The list not the man. Is it true? See, more munyuma na. When the shay, Nancy or your friend is saying by pressure, see, can say, when we're not playing it. No, or not the one naba. One when the shade the one naba. And your friend is saying so, shut and so the one naba, Samini the one naba. Nina call but omoya and money and money and to bet him money more because some also. But obvious stop man from also coming. Stop man from also
coming. Are you failing to accept the fact to say you're one global music industry, but we don't have women music industry. So if you are not disputing that fact, why are you then making the whole thing sound say we are here and we don't want to accept what you are saying as a fact? Have you brought it and we haven't supported it?
Women are capable. The women are capable of doing it as the men are doing it. They are all facing the same challenge. Kwesi, a member, Shatawale, Bashi Shatawale, but he's still strong. Coming. Oko Bashi or baby Kakrebi Penua One and Wakoshibu. Meanwhile, Shata, ye Bashi the crown over. Also, a ban ye Bashi Wansu Brebi. That is how you are doing it. Ye Bashi Obia. Ye bashi shata sa kodie ni abashi no ye see your num cigarette say o ka sa achire banka obon say no one don't do that.
Deborah ba hanum o say board na no te so ya adwuma no oni member executive ono mo konya my friend Yasantoa. Why did she become Yasantoa? Because she decided say she will never be allowed to be intimidated because there are men sitting out there, and that is the trumpet and you might hear bono and the airport say. And man and say irrespective of where you found yourself. Men first have you in show to say media may your bar it is a bema ya media me say me kwa roll me dross no makwa so me to
medas questioners medas Deborah would I some come on you be chat to crane fancy because I'm say some microphone you know and near if I say amanfo nya no o mantua Deborah you be chat to crane
yo bra Kwesi medas we dey Mada was pa Kwesi any wo team production team da wase any ya panel mwakasa pa ya michiramo any etiefo mutie ya wo fie ya da mu ina ase me so me team amene mo omonam me do bia ase ya do yankopon ase na ya mpa abo ne say industry yankopon mo waye na amfa no ntuma pa mfra na say be fa no ntuma pa mfra ye hia nimpa omo capacity te say wo mo a me ne wo mote hei panel ya me ne wo mote any bra Kwesi wa nkasa nso any wo doma wo ne omonam any me ankasa so me doma me ne omonam any musicians say what Ghana hey na ye hia yina say obi aba contribute ni quarter to the development of the Ghana music industry. No yankopon so beto nsupa egu bibia so ma bibia ye bido bibia ase.
Yes, yeah, does see that's one here. Deborah Freeman.
Not too much attention, and that's what I was talking about is the most difficult thing, and I feel that's why sometimes it pushes some of the women to do extreme things to get attention, because for some reason the guys just get the attention very easily, but when it comes to the girls, it's just so difficult. It's just so difficult. We don't get enough attention. No. I remember there was a radio show that some caller called in and said that they should start having maybe segments for female musicians, because you can go on radio and listen. I hear my music, but you hardly hear female musicians on the radio. It's the guys the whole day, maybe like 90% and then like 10% women. I don't understand that.
Okay. Tune it in, turn it up,
Peace FM,
and rip off the knob.
Feel this beat. Miss V, y'all. I go tell them say you the main guy. If we suffer, we go suffer till we all die. If them know like you, make them go cry. 'Cause I will show you loving all night, all night. Yeah. My mama want me, my brother want me, sister want me, brother want me. And they say why you they love them like this? Oh, I don't know. All night long you and I, too, I don't go. Why you they love them like this? Oh, I don't know. All night long you and I, too, I don't go. Oh, na na na, yeah. Stay by me day and night, give me sugar. All night long you and I, be my ruler. I will baby, if you the one make us shake your body. I will baby, until you move from the bed with me. I've been around the world, never seen nobody like you. I've been around the world, nobody like you. My mama want me, my brother want me, sister want me, brother want me. And they say why you they love them like this? Oh, I don't know. All night long you and I, too, I don't go. Why you they love them like this? Oh, I don't know. All night long you and I, too, I don't go. Oh, na na na, yeah. Baby, lay your head on my bed, oh. When you need me, call me, don't you forget, oh. Be Mario, Mario, be Mario, Miss Mario. My mama want me, my brother want me, sister want me, brother
turn it up,
Peace FM,
and rip off the knob.
Last one. Where I can't come back. We ain't for Rocky Dawuni. So second time I won ya Grammys nomination. Now Pacho Grammys maybe I wouldn't name one. We know anyum to four bass about dear America and one more year. Na CCR Womoya modi ebibrim hanum ni wiase afana nyina mo category ba global music enti ya na nyom tofo no obia hwese ne nyom no eno so obetimi anya nomination na wenya abasobodie ewo yesa Grammys nyom tofo abasobodie a wo me America USA say afi 2022 dia no beba so January January eno mbeye enti yenua nyumtuni Rocky Dawuni wenya nomination na story ba ko bi o haseya edi akotene online was say Rocky Dawuni Ghana's highest reggae star brightest star on the international stage. So Yamani Chinkwa Arnold, second time.
Yes, sir. For me, I think say yeah, born abaso. Because Grammy conversation over the years, you know, I bet take center stage when it comes to your discussions on radio, TV, online, the baby. And so for him to make it the second time, no, why now 2015-16 or the first nomination, no. I think it's no best reggae album. That was also huge. Now the man a man yeah outstanding kind of no the fact say best reggae album no say a different from best global album. First na world music. Say world music and I say my global album no. And no for non-Americans, you know, Europeans no ha and hono na ya most often than not, you know, African artists no place it. So for a Ghanaian or an African to actually have a placement or best reggae album, it means say Sandy Pakono or Bon Homo Den Pa, very outstanding. So then the man no the nomination in 2016 no how is the tree? A man here magnificent. A man here strong. A man here yeah. Now for him to also make it a second time or best global album, for me, I feel say Rocky Abon Homodin Bebre. Na
best reggae album.
Yes, that was in the first one. But second one, no, best global album.
Okay.
Yeah. First one was best 2016. Then was best reggae album. But this one, no, best global album.
Yeah.
Yes. So that's an American. So for me, I feel say, I say you're born about so pan because any easy crap for him to make it a second time. Even getting there, no Crown has his own challenges, especially when they're coming from this side of the globe. For him to do it 2016 and do it in 2021. For me, I say you're born.
But send your OC came in Musa. Send it to. I mean, the OC come and easy, and stress now they was no.
Yeah.
Let's take Obi to say Angelique Kidjo. Over the years, nominations no acquired to win in the account. Diana, if you also say more bit to say Angelique Kidjo, it's me in your nominations.
Yeah.
Then to even winning in the account.
Yeah.
By a day, send your OC can easy.
Me born Angelique Kidjo so abaso. Because Obi correct me if I'm wrong, but Oshe African artists any involvement in the Grammys now, I think so no win nominations in the dodo. When it comes to wins, there say Lady Smith in 5, Angeline Kidjo in 4, so
Black Mambazo
4 no more the highest. Now Angelique Kidjo there say almost every time biano or buy into the nomination. The Eboa Angelique Kidjo no on your exposure anthem. On your international exposure anthem. To Ubesha Kidjo is signed to multiple record labels from Colombia to Ireland to I think Polygram or so. Multiple international record labels. omo distribute nyom all over Europe and America. Into no by virtue of the fact so nya sa exposure in term international exposure in term no amana easier because the first thing you need to do, the first criterion you need to actually surmount no is to actually have an international record label or distributing label will be distributed to our US market, because the Grammy Awards no a US awards, and so what they need you to do no as an artist now open nomination no is to ensure say onyom no is being marketed or distributed our US market. It's as simple as that. It's because on unya easy no and that's unya exposure no in term no and my road to Grammys no ebe quite easier. Purchase them account I say but you must say you know Rocky so Rocky assigned to sign international label no it's been like over 10 years until no so no him how to actually get into the Grammy easily, quote unquote. So the reason I made stress to say easy no, I mean you and I know how it's been very difficult for Ghanaian artists to actually get signed international deals no when it comes to distribution and marketing. I mean the young generation of artists are in the last 5-10 years. I mean, let's be fair. With all the international dealings, no, have been able to actually cement an international or distribution dealer. Ensure say Omonyom no will be distributed in the US. And so my reason for stressing on saying based on this point, say they kind of are struggling to really ink that deal. Ensure say Omonyom no ebe ton US and the UK. Anything I may stress say so for him to actually get that deal no Kumbancha Records no US based record label no it turn no over the years no US no market no aboano so sankebia enso ye artist anka omonso no etumi I ain't deal no to ensure so omo no ebe market wo US anka me stress say easy what I say because for we no for Nigerians now we Femi Kuti ono so no the Nigerian when you the most Grammy nominations ono so nya exposure no early as compared to the likes of Burna Boy, Wizkid, Davido more international deals no in the last 3 or so years. But she was all count I say so omo no I won't say difficult because obi PV way ne mo and almost omo follow. But no one person pen a PV way no and I say amo market chini no struggle to attain that feat. So my stressing on the fact that Enye is based on this point. Yes.
Okay, so I mean you can say Angelique Lady Smith Black Man Bazu 5 Grammys. No more the highest. I'm just going through the list. I think so we have Ali Faka 3 Grammys. Owo Arunga 3 Grammys. Angelique Kidjo 3 Grammys.
Exactly.
Lady Smith Black Man Bazu 5 Grammys. 5. Soweto Gospel Choir 3 Grammys. Tina Rewain 1 Grammy.
Yep.
Yusundu 1 Grammy. Utu Kelaman 1 Grammy. Kevin Olusola 1 Grammy. And I'm say Ajeni Die.
Yeah, Burna Boy. So you see, Obekaya Tama 2016 Rocky ain't winning. In one of a couple of interviews of Grant and I just stated on my Facebook wall say, okay, say Ghana for and yet a lot of noise about the nomination. Na Ofilisa and KBA who did be bria and KBA a quite a long way into him winning. Now the point is Ghana for no you say when it comes to who wins the Grammy, a purely committee academy work. They actually check the quality of your album, your song, your performance.
Man, who baby I've seen some of the story attributed to you in Sembi Alkan. About you feel say Ghana for ye the differ because omo beto sa ba you know. So social media so near kan. But these are technical people because this award peer to peer.
Yes.
Yes. Is it not more technical? Because you think that they na ebenya influence.
Yes.
Because is it not technical things okay and you when feel say you're good.
Yes.
Technically. So it's not so much about the noise na How do you think that how much influence and feel say
the noise good. If you had said this 15 years ago, 10 years ago, I can't say mama. If it were to be 15 years ago, 10 years ago, I can yes our statements. Now, yes our statements based on a couple of reasons. One, from Rocky Dawuni in Nakasa. Rocky Dawuni is an academy member. It's a voting member. Inti ono ankasa knowing very well say, listen, me academy member, I know the rules and regulations pertaining to the Grammys. The noise doesn't matter. For him to actually come in 2016 and say, the noise level no ain't do a certain point and commit to me no, then she tell you something. Because he knows pass a technical oriented. They go into the room looking at the quality of the songs. They do not care about the charts, they do not care about how much you sold, they do not care about the noise that anybody is making. But now, few years down the line, he's coming back and say, yes, I'm an academy member, I know the rules are governed, you know, but I can somewhere a lot of noise I can be. Two, in the last 10 years, Grammy no assassin. First now can say, oh, okay, assassin because now they are also looking at pop culture. They social media, they influences on more decisions. So although on paper they are telling you say they are looking at quality of the songs, but they also almost go rules to the point where they are also listening to what is pertaining on social media, the kind of noise people are making. Guess what? Last year with the weekend in Winnie or Castle boycott, they actually listened to some of the things he said to change some of the rules.
Amendment,
exactly. Mm-hmm. You understand? And see, in the last couple of years, almost too stringent with the rules. And now they are also listening to the echoes of social media. What are people talking about? And see, if Rocky one catch us, although I'm an academy member, I'm telling you, that the noise level should get to this level. And also based on how now academy no, and so I go on rules no, but actually embracing social media. When you say first, no, streaming was not part of collection. They get Grammy nomination no. But based on how social media are very active, I might embrace the streaming, platforms. So once you're able to stream your music in the US market, you are eligible to enter. You understand? And that's how come I'm saying, say a man noise level, no, it do a certain level. They are also listening. And mind you, the quality of the album, no, and then the first way I'll be break it to actually get there. So nominees no more quality albums. Now, the way I can say okay, way better than way no. The lowest level also matters. But they make answer. Yeah. So that's the reason I say, well, based on there are no Rocky now and based on the fact that the Grammy is now embracing what goes on social media platforms, and then the level of noise people make on the nominees, it plays a role in who wins.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because the other and common Grammys in common the other aspects to it and so but secret. Me now so said second time Rocky Dawuni when you Grammy nomination. I am sure said akotosumi enui and Kebia Empire and say and Kobet me winning. Interesting, we'll check the history of Lady Smith Black Man Baz winning 5 Grammys no. Winning first one about 1988 and the second one was 16 years after. Let me ask you so far Grammys in common.
Kwesi yebebo Rocky Dawuni abaso because ye try Ghana aka ho. Near Tron Sana, Emma Ghana Dino, a trendy, and the more it trends, people search about Ghana and they find other things following here. No, dear, you have a bonabason, you have a bompire Ghanaian artist be brave, so Ebitimiania sa nomination on a etime a promo to Ghana Din. Aside that, my main confess is I don't know much about this Grammy Sanya Mawi, and or no unim intinia wakano, me say,
Memfa say,
okay.
Oya titinipa ude mimpusa mimfantonisa oya titinipa so sana tima o se nyuma edi ko Grammys anya high life empo anya hip life reggae anka yebeka se okay reggae die originally Jamaica for Caribbean for ye it was
Kwesi echre say one say what say adwuma na say experience kakra memewo about creative industry, show business.
And let me say, sir, I think that this particular one, to me, near pure reggae music. Yeah, microphone here. Yeah.
You see, if you actually listen to the album, it's a potpourri of Afrobeat high life and yet purely reggae album. That's how come in 2016 there and no called reggae album of the year. But when you call global, and one of the criteria normal used for global, their songs must be indigenous. We know purely reggae album.
Okay.
Yeah, that's great.
Good, Kwesi. I don't make us say experience kakra me work creative industry. But I have a lot of international exposure, experience. When it comes to things like this, who you know is a factor. So one tia me. Who you know is a factor. Who is handling your job? Who are you doing business with? That person and the links lobbying also a factor. You may be good like Bob Marley was so good. And not Bob Marley nomination. Meanwhile, no, Ocean international appeal at that time, they are so huge. But how come? And there are some good artists, nominations that. Who you know, which company is even handling your job? A factor.
Okay.
You consider also.
Okay.
Me raise a point B was it yesterday on another platform. Near about. You already say about say reggae and Ghana. I think sometimes international exposure kakra when it comes to even film and they are doing these considerations now. Maybe getting say, oh okay, what is authentic about this work in terms of its location? And nona se Ghana for start a use identity. Me feel say a bit me penetrate.
Okay.
Identity. Identity. Identity ye high life ube bisa se senate high life. But when we start using some peculiar or deliberate instruments, ufa juju music. Once omu bossa omu dono. What you say? The moment no said go shina piptes go. What you say? Oh, this is juju music. You can identify it. And then how are you going to identify high life? Is it high life? So where is the high life? Is it the near Ohiniba Kisi boy? Ohiniba Kisi no tia pure funk. Amachi Dede. What is so authentic about it that makes it high life? But I think let's start using some indigenous instruments in our music that will give it that international attention. I rest my case.
Kwesi, maminti also.
Yeah, Kwesi, I'm say you discuss women, we boss with here and honorable champion, and then the birthday with you as na ejina video so na ya manetrin kwa honorable champion MP for Kwawu Abetifi papa nyamenhira bebre say oma hodin na oma kwatinti more money more work more everything. This year no information we are trying for.
Catch it and say basu.
Basu.
Honorable, say basu.
Also, papa no catch it. Kwesi, and I'm happy I know echo sa area about the noise. The entire my started about sa comments and not a kind is because of me hear the kind of noise that Banner Boy in Yae from Nigeria. Or winning from nomination. If you say my question, when you nominations, our copies who winning, declines were winning. It was like the whole African community around Africa, baby beer. One more woman on it, one more sending sika, one more sending wine. Up to now, come sure say the noise no, and the excitement no, and I down. He's still swimming in that glory. The noise is still loud. And then, I tell you, Kasi, Papai, Dawini, Yankasi Nipa. Kasi, Obia on him Dawini, Rocky Dawini, and Yama Waye, Ghana in terms of his prowess as an artist, the foundation, and then number why performances, no, ebi ane afin will be singing music on yama. One of the strongest and powerful artists are any day I would never be on stage, you know, the guy will deliver. He's a big inspiration. And me who say what connecting himself to that America, US market, you know, who rest our territory, shuffling between Australia, no, but same I told myself that no. I don't know. You will discover a brand new secret, you know, or when be a connection, and all plan a trade to the place. Because to beguile the time, I know you must look like the time. And who in them and born abaso say me pushing myself to where the thing is supposed to be. Into check here, when you're too much worried about VGM many now we knew one artist of the year paper win. Or you're very focused. And I think sir one of the BBS I say na to me bought na baso say what to me etu Ghana Frank Kano they could do this stage. Yen aye wo fie. Yesi yemba na baso. Yesi yenye dede. Say dede no na ebetumi aye. Ana ebetumi ama board no academy or the voting panel no etuma so ate say o man bi wo West Africa ye friend Ghana ye population 33 million. But out of the 33 no your one artist be 2 times ni when you 2 times nominations and inti yemfa abasobode no mana Kwesi whom am I say you met trenches say menya yi so Kwesi made the master ni unite ya one say let the nights go on yanye dede from normonte from social media to yeah social media one thing I know so mu na they have social media omo social media omo wo himfa bloggers citra omo online whatever they are also reading, they are knowing, and Grammy, you know, the more I also work country or my they also feel it. They feel say they are making presence, they are making waves across the countries. So definitely they are also proud say an artist of a sort. And I'm telling you, they are even using Burna Boy's success story, you know, to even look at what is going to happen if even the Rocky Dawoni wins. Intermediate, Maseminan say, Yanya Dede no win, no fabas, but then Murphy. But me who say the likes of Atongo, Wiala, all these people, me who says some young generation, they are also getting themselves ready for this platform. I know say one day they are also going to make Ghana proud.
Yeah, the best, but Kakrebi, and it's some of the blogs, online portals, maybe True Story says Stonebwoy in your nomination or Grammys. And no, and yes, I net and Yumbia, you feature no so. No, and in your nominations, but Stonebwoy as an artist and Kasadie, on your nomination. Na Grammy, say I fear in Sakrani be back where by no was the fact say album of the year. Only Paco produce film make say who feature they are nominees into offer. I think it was the album of the year category. That particular okay, so moving forward, all credited artists, including featured artists, songwriters of new material, producers, recording engineers, mixers, and mastering engineers are eligible to be Grammy nominees and recipients in the Album of the Year category. So, Sanatia, unfortunately, and you na so the Bediani Stonebwoy feature was shown. We nominations, and yet. Any album of the year category, numti Stonebwoy and your nominee, but ye Bonabaso say at least Numa mu feature also so 8 million a year Abbas Bodien.
Yeah, quality point. And one no I can at the end no credit the can in part of education now. And me share Rocky Dawoni interview be on CTF, I think and also. Now you be saying the question about the old king. And he seemed frustrated, Kakra, because he didn't understand why Ghanaian media, yadi boom, who are nominees and who you understand. And I say Kakra, because you need to strive to that point where you actually called a nominee. See, the same for concern, a mad ye What I say? And you need about Stonebwoy Abaso because last year so you're nominating official Morgan Heritage album so and the album actually won. And like this year so no we feature on and out of 5 albums some more best reggae album category 3 official 3 so and for me I think it's a big achievement. It is a big achievement for Stonebwoy. But on your nominee, what I say, on your nominee, Grammy for and Kwesi kan no. The only change on we year this year no, album of the year, and they were categorical about it. Say album of the year no, songwriter, mixer, engineer. So what contribute on the album bia, including featured artists bia no, your nominee. So we need so you receive a plaque. It's as simple as that. Now guess what? Even Stonebwoy nankasa last year. Morgan Heritage the album winning best reggae album no. Grammy for Ben certificate of participation. Which is big. Yeah. And he plays it on social media all over the place. You understand? So what he stands to get if any of the songs will feature on winner a certificate of participation. And the Grammy they broke nicely. Since no year in the last year now. So let's get it right. It was Jade, but he is not a nominee. Yeah, and see as a step by step. For me, I think the exposure no when you're over the period no. He and his team should capitalize on it because you are there. You are there. Yeah, they actually listen to the songs and they hear a certain Stonebwoy. They hear his contribution. Not 1, not 2, 3 different albums in one category, one calendar year. That's huge. But he must strive to get there. Where you been nominated on one Kasani project, and it takes a certain way. So for finding maybe once and we do. It's as simple as that.
I can kind of. Yapon. So great. Diana had be chat to Yapon crack.
Kwesi. And you be chat to one say Brian Champion on the birthday. Nti you be wish no. Okay. Ne party no ye nyina ye beba.
How's your party?
A selected few.
Yeah. Okay.
Selected few.
Must select you.
Yeah, 3 pe. Oze. One.
Yo, me that's it. Why? Daddy Lumba, Kojwenchi, Amachi Dede. What you mo bom on one stage. Grand Arena, Accra International Conference Center. Shannon so nakai hu Kafam no this jumedie what the brewo da Kafam ase papa Otis Christopher nkan another Samuel Bedu and Kwesi and Storm no mo boa me jumedie so na Salamat Paintil na time chi na oboa me ahye jumedie de bremo na asida enso nkoma Pretty Joyce on social media and on my ho cheer pa Peter Square, you are fired. What? Sa. And Barbara Ousu Ansa, who do you then? Fufu no. So happy birthday to you, Barbara Ousu Ansa. Yeah, moi c'est. Kwesi Aboagye menano. I know they say kuti anyum dia me ya dia. I know the only. That one day I will give it me the bechow. I know dia me the chamo. Hallelujah. Want me give your mommy call.